Round 1 tonight here on ESPN. Round 2 through 7 tomorrow. That's Wyatt Cullen. He's played for the Minnesota Golden Gophers this year. Will he crack the top 10? Chase Reed, the likely first defenseman, chosen tonight. Will he go to Buffalo? And there's last year's first overall pick.
I don't know. I didn't see.
Talking to this year's likely first overall pick, Gavin McKenna. I feel the
Gavin
draft.
McKenna.
Yeah.
With the first
What number are we?
with the first pick.
5. We should have been 1 though.
Austin Matthews, Jack Hughes, Connor Bedard, Matthew Scheisel.
This is in Buffalo.
Yep.
I've been putting it on much louder than usual. I don't know if it's my hearing or if
No.
it's because of the fan. Does this sound too loud?
No.
Okay. Maybe originally when I started having to turn up the volume, I thought it must be the fan's sound that makes it.
The Toronto Maple Leafs with their draft lottery luck win the draft lottery in May, and they have the right to pick first. And all signs point to that man, Gavin
Who's
McKenna.
that?
Gavin
being the first
McKenna.
selection Of the NHL
But who's
draft. 10
picking
years after
first?
Austin Matthews
The
was
Leafs.
the first name announced here in Buffalo. Emily Kaplan,
Should have been
thank you,
us,
Dr. Kevin
though.
Weeks. Why should Gavin McKenna be chosen first?
Every reason. To me, Gavin McKenna is the definitive #1 pick because he is dynamic, he is electric, he generates offense. Let's go to the tape and roll it.
What position is he?
1-on-3, okay? He's got the teammate
he's
there.
a
Watch
forward.
his 72 and steps on the brakes, freezes the defenders, puts this on a pillow for his teammate. He generates offense as a winger as well as any elite center. Here he is, 1-on-2. Gets the defender in the spin cycle, in the driver, spins around, puts his bar down.
He's gonna start right away.
I mean, he's projected to be the first overall
But
pick.
is the first person who's the first overall pick usually starts right away?
Yes.
They don't have to wait around
Right,
for him, which is
right.
one of the reasons why they picked them first, right?
Well, yeah, because he's the most exciting prospect ever, and they really need him.
Right. No, but sometimes when they pick people, those people like don't start.
But that's later.
Okay.
Excitement is bubbling here in Buffalo. Cheers.
Oh, it's in Kew Gardens. I had looked it up when we put in the name, and it said Forest Hills. Maybe there's another one in Forest Hills.
There is Gary
I mean, it's close.
to begin the
Right.
draft.
Is this place Cobblestones that you went to? Is that on Queens Boulevard?
Yes, like a few.
Because where Union Turnpike is, that's the
Yeah.
dividing line between Kew
Yeah.
Gardens and Forest Hills.
Upper Deck NHL Draft. Since hockey is the ultimate team sport,
Who are these two guys on either side of him?
teams is legendary. I figured I'd ask a couple of local line mates to help me get this draft started. And minimize the booze. Buffalo Bills, offensive tackle, Deion Dawkins.
Oh, he's a football player.
Yeah.
I was going to say defensive tackle. No wonder I don't recognize him.
Sabres forward, Josh Stone.
Oh, Sabres forward.
Deion, you've been a Buffalo Bill ever since being selected in the 2017 NHL Draft, and you've been here ever since.
Yes, sir, man. Look, when you're a Bill or a Sabre, you don't just play your home games here, you become a part of the community. These fans adopt you, a neighbor, a brother, a son, sister. This becomes a huge family here in Buffalo. And they support you no matter what, and no matter what the weather conditions are as well. Sometimes you get rain, sometimes you get sleet, sometimes you get snow.
That's because it's Buffalo.
We show that every week, and the Buffalo hockey fans showed it at the first Winter Classic.
Josh, you were acquired a year ago yesterday. What a difference a year makes for the Sabres. It's been a pretty good year.
Oh, he was the pick last year?
No, they got him in a trade.
One of these people at the grocery store or every restaurants, they're always there to say hi. It's an honor to represent them every day.
So what's his name? Josh Stone?
Dome.
Stone.
Dome.
S-T-O.
Dome.
D-O-A.
Yes.
Oh, he's the one that they always say, like, Doan's Pills, right?
Doan's Pills.
Yeah, it's a brand name.
I've never heard of it.
Organization, particularly owners Terry and Kim.
Look, he was the one that they had signs about Doan, like they use the word Doan instead of Don't.
Yeah.
Congratulations to all of the prospects in attendance tonight and all around the hockey world who will hear their names called this weekend. And to the parents, family members, coaches,
Is Gary
and friends
Bettman really
who made it
short, or those
possible
guys are both
for
just
you
really
to
tall?
pursue your hockey dreams.
Or maybe both.
Congratulations.
So as we all know, Buffalo is a beautiful place. We've been seeing all night. There's a lot of make-believe fans out here. We know you guys have the first overall pick. We get it. We understand. But as we also know, there is a lot of Buffalo fans in here too. Exactly. Right? And as me and my dog know, and my new dog, us Buffalo fans do this and we do it well and we do it together. Hey! 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 Let's go, Buffalo! Let's go, Buffalo! And I get the pleasure of saying this. Where else would you guys rather be than right here?
What did they say?
Right here, right now.
Oh,
That
okay.
is awesome. Just awesome. Before we get to tonight's business, I'd like to introduce some very special teammates who assist me throughout the evening. The members of the Blackstone Valley Schools team. They experienced an incredible tragedy this past winter and then emerged triumphant, winning the Rhode Island Division II Boys High School State Championship.
What was the tragedy?
What? A bus accident, maybe?
Are they Las Vegas people? Yeah.
No, they said Rhode Island.
It looks like they have the Las
Yeah.
Vegas jersey.
Colin Dorgan, they will present NHL club sweaters to each first round selection who takes the stage tonight.
I wonder why they were in Las Vegas then.
Okay, let's get started. The first selection in the 2026 NHL Upper Deck Draft belongs to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Toronto are on the clock.
With people booing in the background?
Yep,
Why?
because of Gary Bettman.
Boo. The Maple Leaf fans cheer, and because of their miserable season last year, the late injury to Austin Matthews saw them plummet in the standings. They almost didn't get far enough because the Boston Bruins had their first round pick. Instead, they
that?
dipped to fifth. It was a top five.
Maybe
protected
Gavin
first round
McKenna.
pick. They held on to it, and then on draft lottery night,
Somebody, I
they
guess he's
beat
on the
the
phone,
odds,
that's
and
why he
they
doesn't
win
want to be
the
looking
draft
up.
lottery, and now
Right, but- Okay.
The pick is in.
Looking like the passion of fans in Buffalo. It is now time for the first pick in the 2026 NHL Draft. Please welcome one of the Toronto Maple Leafs' most die-hard and iconic fans.
Who's that? Somebody well known?
The Leaf fans. Oh, Justin Bieber.
Oh, I figured it would be somebody well known.
Man, what an incredible night. Oh man, the child in me is ecstatic right now. I've
How
been
old
a
is
Leafs
he? He
fan
looks so
since I
young.
was
Oh, he's in his
just a little
20s.
boy. And these nights are so special. I'm so grateful to be here. But we got something to talk about right now. And if you follow me, what's going on, guys? How are you? What's going on, guys? How are you guys? Hey, hey. We got something to share with you guys tonight. I don't know if am I supposed to come up right up here? Hey, how are you? Good. Thanks for having me tonight. Yes, sir. I'm ready. Should I go for it?
Okay, go for it.
Mr. McKenna, we would like to draft you to the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yep. I knew Gavin McKenna would be picked. But he should have been with us, though.
Why, were we last place?
No, but we suck so bad.
NCAA scoring. Prior to that, McKenna had a decorated run in the Western Hockey League, culminating with a WHL championship in 2024.
So it's Gavin McKenna, the first overall pick of the 2026 NHL Draft.
Every reason. Congrats to Gavin and his family. I think Gavin McKenna, what a unique path.
First ingenious player from the Yukon to represent Canada.
First what?
Indigenous.
Oh, indigenous.
His ability to generate offense as a winger, but to the level of elite
Indigenous
center.
candidate from where?
Yukon.
Oh, wow.
Toronto. Huge congratulations
Yukon.
to him.
Fifth number one overall
That's
ticket
way
out
up
of
north.
college hockey.
Yep.
First recently, Macklin celebrating after 1 year at Boston University, right to the NHL, and was a major factor, and he gets to shake the hands of Gary Bettman and Justin Bieber. So the Beavs makes the announcement somewhat for the first pick of the NHL Draft.
You know, he was tearing it up in the WHL, Canadian Junior Hockey, and he decided to challenge himself. He went to Penn State because he felt that was going to be the best development path for him. And it wasn't easy. College hockey these days is tough. He's a teenager playing against men who are much stronger than him. And it was hard for him the first half of the year. He told me he was aware of what all the scouts were saying. He was too much of a perimeter player. He buckled down. He got to work. Major improvements in the second half of the season. And that is what led to this moment.
So we welcome Gavin McKenna to the NHL. And we're not the only ones welcoming him to the NHL.
One of my dear friends couldn't make it here tonight, but he's got a message for you. And I wanted to show you up on this screen right here, right now.
Thanks, GB. Gavin, welcome to
Austin Matthews. The last first overall pick for the Leafs.
Standing right where you are. I know how exciting this is for you and your family and what an incredible honor it is. Congratulations. We're just as excited to have you join the Maple Leafs and we cannot wait to get started. You're coming to a franchise with an amazing history and fan base, and we're all working to write the next great chapter together. And you're going to be a very important part of that. To all the fans at the Leafs draft party at Scotiabank Arena, thank you for your passion and your support. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys back in Toronto very soon.
Something happened to him last season, though, right? He was
And he was injured near the end of the season.
But is he better now?
I mean, he's missing months, but he has time to recover.
On the couch next to the stage.
So when they say he's indigenous, I think that means he's like a, original, one of the original, like, people who was there before it was even Canada.
Yeah. First overall selection tonight. You're wearing your brand new jersey. You walk up to Yukon by Justin Bieber. You're sitting beside Justin Bieber. Yeah. Is this more than your wildest dreams?
Yeah, this is nuts. Obviously, I just want to start by thanking my family. I love you guys. I wouldn't be here without you guys. To all the Yukoners at home, that song's for you. Thanks, Justin. I'm so grateful. I got no words right now.
Justin, when you wrote that song, were you maybe manifesting a Yukon boy to your hometown team?
What song are they talking about?
Yeah, we'll take it. Never say never. Okay, Gavin, congratulations again. And when you saw your captain, Austin Matthews, 10 years ago drafted, same place, same jersey, what's it going to be like to play with him?
Obviously, he's a special player, so it would mean the world to play with him, learn from him. They've got a lot of talent in Toronto, so we've got a lot of experience, and
there's pictures in the back
as a young guy
of
coming in the
him
league, I want to learn
young.
as much as I can. So
Or younger.
We know you're a big Leaf fan, Justin. When you saw that 12 lottery ball pop up on the screen and Sundin's face, walk us through how you felt.
man, it's hard to put in words, honestly.
Well, Justin
being here
Bieber is originally
it's a
from
dream.
Canada.
Yep.
I know this guy's gonna kill it.
Will you be at some games in his jersey?
Absolutely.
We'll hold you to that. Maybe you'll be in a feature coming up.
Oh boy.
Well, congratulations again, Gavin. We have more surprises waiting for you down the stairs, so we'll let you enjoy your night.
Thank you very much.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, I got a little interview for you right now. Yeah, Justin, how you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Oh,
Mr. McKenna,
Who's that?
Justin,
I think that's Matthew Schaefer. Oh, I know. No, I think it's Josh Doan.
To finally be here, it's been a special moment.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is a little bit different profession for me right now. We're usually playing together. We're usually.
Oh no, it is Matthew Schaefer.
But who are some people that you'd like to thank? Just from you growing up to maybe your friends in Yukon.
He's the first Matthew Schaefer was another first overall pick.
Last year.
And he's also on the.
No, he's the Islanders.
Oh,
All the
okay.
Yukoners, growing up there, the support I got from that territory was pretty special. So, coaches, I could go on forever if I could think.
Yeah, man, I'm so happy for you. I mean, enjoy the night. I know. I was really pulling for you, and I knew it wasn't really much of a secret or anything. I knew a lot of people knew it, and growing up in Toronto, I mean, I think you're in a great place. Obviously, I'm a big Islanders fan now, and we're gonna have some good rivalries. So, good luck with everything, man. You deserve it. You're the best.
Thanks, Shane.
You can see those two men be Olympic teammates in about 4 years. Faces of the
One
National
power,
Hockey League as well.
yeah,
Going forward. So again, we mentioned the college aspect. McKenna 1 year at Penn State. Macklin celebrating Owen Power here in Buffalo. The Sabre. Our buddy Ricky Pietro and Joe Murphy back
Oh,
in
Celebrini, I remember
1986.
him last year.
Leah Hextall with the parents of Gavin McKenna.
The proud parents of the first overall selection to the Toronto Maple Leafs, Crystal and Willie, along with his sisters, and Grandpa Joe is here. It's just such a family occasion down here on the draft floor. But Crystal, you used to stand and look out the window at the outdoor rink. Gavin skating around as a kid saying, when is he going to come in? I'm curious though, when he started sleeping with his equipment, did you know he was a hockey player?
Oh, I knew he was a hockey player. I knew from when he was born, the day he was born, that he was going to be a hockey player.
And what made you think that?
We're a hockey family. Always have been, all of us. Yeah, we love hockey. The game is amazing. And we're just so incredibly proud of him.
Willie, I know you have Gavin's phone in your jacket, and is it just going crazy?
It's buzzing. It's just like a vibrating machine, really.
Everybody wants to say congrats to him, and of course they do. But when you speak to Gavin, you can see so clearly the gratitude he has. He told me, I'm lucky to be here. Whitehorse, as beautiful as it is remote. It took a lot to get here with his community.
Oh yeah,
Who has helped
Whitehorse,
him along
I've
the
heard
way
of that.
besides
That's
the
the
family?
capital of
The
Yukon
community as a whole,
territory.
like growing up, Gavin had to travel out of territory up to 18 times a year, and that's not cheap. So the community of Whitehorse and the Yukon as a whole supported him in fundraising, different sponsorships, and also just have been there kind of rooting and cheering him on the whole way. So the community really has helped.
Now everybody gets to cheer him on in the NHL for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Thank you so much, and congratulations to the family again. Lucci?
Love hockey families. It's such a part of the journey. It's
Well,
a
I
tough
guess they're
sport to
probably
play.
happy that he
To
went
get
to
your
a
kid to the
Canadian
rink, to tie
team.
those skates. He's outside,
The
freezing
family's
weather
probably happy.
for hours and hours, and here he is, Gavin McKenna. What will we look like in the NHL?
And they're comparing him to Artemi Panarin.
Defensively, they're
some
Why?
questions. Now, when
In
I
what
dug
way
into
is
his
he
tracking
like
data,
him?
how much he skates,
Because he
had over
plays
4
similar
miles
like him.
Oh,
than the
okay.
next player, meaning that the effort is there, but maybe the details he needs to work on.
Because where
Now,
they
do you
live
think
in
the scoring
Whitehorse,
chances the Leafs
it's going to
dropped
be
year
far
over year
enough for them to
3?
go travel
Gavin
to
McKenna in the
Toronto.
NCAA,
Imagine if he
2.5
was like in
assists and
Florida
scoring
or
chances
something.
per
Yeah.
It
game, so
would
he
be
would slot in very nicely
like
with someone
huge.
like Austin Matthews, a great
Undertaking
finisher.
Absolutely. I
to
think
get
he's a
there.
tremendous pick for them stylistically, the fit, also his mentality.
What group
his
is that?
approach,
Oh,
his
Shark.
attitude, all
the
those
Shark.
things we have to factor
Are
into
they
the
the
equation
number
as well.
2?
Yep.
He's ready for the smoke in the big smoke.
Now,
Pick is in.
Is available, and I'll tell you, he was number 1 on a lot of teams' boards.
Will it be Ivar Stenberg for the second overall pick?
I love the enthusiasm. Making the second selection for the San Jose Sharks is an Olympic gold medalist who last week became the first draft pick of the new PWHL franchise in San Jose,
Oh.
Layla Edwards.
Layla Edwards.
Oh, I remember her from the Olympics.
Yeah.
All right. How's it going, Buffalo? All right. Well, thanks for having me tonight, and I'll just get right into it. I love it.
What are they saying?
They're just excited.
They're chanting something.
Oh, USA, USA.
Well, with the second overall selection in
Oh,
the
so she's
2026
American.
NHL
Yep.
Draft, the San Jose Sharks are proud to select from the Frölunda Swedish League, Ivar Stenberg.
Yep.
He was 2?
Yep. I knew he would be number 2.
2023 in Nashville. After
Ivar
Connor Bedard was
Stenberg.
number 2. They could have gone defense here. They need defensemen. 2 good
Oh, he's a
defensemen.
defenseman?
No, he's a wing. They said they could have gone in a defenseman since it's their big need. But Stenberg, another exciting forward prospect for the Sharks. Because they apparently don't have enough of them.
No problem with San Jose at number 2.
I just love this player because there's no deficiency in his game. And speaking to somebody from Sweden at dinner last night, he watched him, he said, at least 15 times a season. Said he never saw him make a mistake once in one game, not even on a shift. That's heavy praise for a young player playing in the Swedish Elitserien in the Elite League last year. 33 points. He was absolutely outstanding on the international stage. You see him there. He was tremendous as well. He was the best center.
The
in
woman,
men's
that
world.
woman, what's
Played
her
for
first
teams
name?
Layla Edwards.
Oh, Edwards, yeah. I
Starting to
remember
build, as you see there.
Edwards.
We'll likely
Layla
see him
Edwards.
Yeah.
with the Sharks this fall.
Yeah, because he did so well against
Yeah, I
them.
remember
Again,
she had
I
some
know there
some
were a
great
lot of teams
plays
that
in
had
the
Yeah.
him number
Olympics.
1 on their
Yeah.
list. I also heard from people that his
And she was
hockey
the only
IQ
black
is
one
off
there,
the charts.
and
They
really
wondered if he could
tall.
play center
Yeah.
down the road.
She's even
And if you're a
taller
Sharks
than
fan, you've got to feel
Stenberg.
so good. They've got a blue chip prospect at nearly every position.
Are you tweeting?
I am.
What's
I'm about
going
to
on?
send a shortstop alert. Big trade. I think this might shock everybody.
What?
The Vegas Golden Knights are sending Pavel Dorofeyev to the New York Rangers.
What?
What?
Pavel Dorofeyev traded to the Rangers.
11 sheets, Fuji. That could be 11
Oh, that's
sheets.
not someone from here, right?
Maybe they have
Dorofeyev, I remember.
Yeah, he's the New York Ranger.
Where was he?
Vegas.
I'm not hearing that.
Oh,
just
wow.
as the final
Good
stages,
job.
And I do expect
Great.
Vegas, as per usual, to be pretty
Stock
aggressive
went
this
up for,
offseason.
I don't know, Chris Story or somebody.
The only question is, what did we give up to give Dorofeyev? And the question is, to Vegas, why would they get rid of him?
JJ Peterka's headed to Boston for a couple of first-round picks, so the trades are happening here. Now the clock counts down. This is where the draft gets
Oh,
interesting.
JJ Peterka got traded to Boston.
Where does it say that?
I mean, they just said that.
Oh, I thought it was
Taylor
written somewhere.
Malhotra, his dad's the head coach Manny, the former Ranger first-round pick.
Dorofeyev, I remember the name. What's the first name?
Pavel.
Pavel.
Yeah, it's like one of the biggest scorers of the playoffs.
Really?
As much as 13 defensemen
Yeah.
Good for us.
in 2024. We had 6 of the top 12
could be 5 of the top 10.
Leah Hextall with the Stenberg brothers. Otto is a Blues first-round pick from a couple of years ago.
That he was, but tonight is all about Ivar. Congratulations, second overall to the San Jose Sharks. Ivar, you told me at the NHL Combine that when you heard your name, you might black out. I'm curious what went through your mind when you finally did hear it called.
Yeah, super happy. A little bit blackout, like I don't remember too much. Just talking my mom has, so that was super special.
You did the right thing, and here you are going to San Jose to play along the likes of a super young core like Macklin Celebrini. How exciting is that?
Super excited.
Celebrini was the first round pick last year,
First
right?
overall pick 2 years ago.
Yeah, make the rosters as fast as you can.
Otto, you made your NHL debut with St. Louis this year. What about your brother, knowing him the way you do, makes you believe he'll be successful?
Oh, that's his brother, and he's
Yep.
also in the NHL?
Well, he was drafted a few years ago, Otto Stenberg.
A lot of really good young guys, so.
And what team is he on?
I don't remember.
Thank you, Ivar. Congrats again.
Thank you so much.
With an announcement as the pick is in for the Canucks. Will it be Malhotra or Reed or someone else?
Malhotra?
Yeah, Caleb
Is he
Malhotra.
related to Manny?
Yep, the son.
Manny Malhotra's son?
Yep.
He was a Ranger.
Yeah. And speaking of, Manny is, I think,
Vancouver native and Canucks fan, Kobe Smulders.
Hey Canucks fans, I am so thrilled to be here. Today is an exciting step forward for our favorite team, my favorite team. With the overall third pick for the 2026 pick is Caleb Malhotra.
I mean, there's one reason why I feel like they would have chose him.
Where's
Be-
Manny? Is he there with them?
Yep, and he's working for the Canucks.
Okay, well,
I think Manny Malhotra is the new coach for Vancouver.
I don't see him there.
The center iceman.
Oh, maybe that's him.
I think so. I think, yeah, that's him. The bald head guy.
Manny Malhotra is Indian, so
Yep.
I guess his son is
Yep.
half Indian.
Yeah. But once I knew that Manny Malhotra is the coach for the Canucks, I just knew that Caleb was gonna go to Vancouver.
Yes, this is huge. Congratulations to the Malhotra family, the Nash family. I think this is amazing.
So now he gets to work with his dad.
He played, I thought he was impressive in the BCJ, but coming to the OHL, he was even better. Even more production offensively, even more dynamic.
I remember that name very well because I remember it was a big deal at the time. I think he was like the first Indian in the NHL or something like that.
Yeah.
He was for Hamilton and the Hyman family in the postseason.
Unbelievable and mature, high hockey IQ, really great around the net. If you look at his shot chart, really in close, tight, he has great
And he's
hands.
tall,
He had
too.
over 6 goals saved above expected, meaning that he scored more. Was really great with rebounds and really the complete package.
I
Just a
don't
great
remember
center.
if his dad was tall, but I figure Indians are not usually as tall as, other nationalities.
All right, Caleb, I don't usually say dream come true, but this has to be it. You hug your dad, you come up on stage in a Vancouver Canucks jersey. What's going through your mind?
Yeah, this is unbelievable. This is something I've only dreamed of. You know, when you're a kid and you're putting the same jersey on as your dad, and you can imagine you're him, and now I'm in the same shoes. So this is so special. I'm so thankful.
Is he gonna have any trouble benching you if you don't follow the rules?
Oh, so it's a bonus that we got Dorothea,
You have
right?
some special guests,
Yeah.
of course, Steve Nash.
The only question left is, what did we give up to get him? Well, I can, because I don't want to get spoiled for the draft.
Yeah, I'm so thankful for them.
And in case we make any more trades. Like I know before this, we've traded Brett Berard.
Told me what I need to do, and they let me work.
Today
so
they did that?
I'm so
Yeah,
grateful
to Montreal.
Brett Berard, he was good for us, wasn't he?
Well, he was okay and stuff, and now he's gone.
They traded him to where?
To Montreal.
And what did we get?
Trudeau.
beyond a dream come true. Like,
No.
as a kid,
Who isn't as good as Berard?
Congratulations and best of luck.
But did we get anything else with them?
Nope.
Great kid, just such an innocence and a purity about him. Obviously, probably great parents. There he is. His comp is Nick Suzuki, 200-foot kind of guy. Tough to pass up for a team.
Oh, that's who is comparable to Nick Suzuki.
Yep. And there he is. Manny Malhotra.
I would never have probably recognized him. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
That was way back in the 90s.
Late 90s.
Yeah, but still a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's not like Manny Malhotra was a big player.
I don't even remember how long he was with us.
A couple of years, and then he bounced around so many teams.
I just remember there was a lot of chatter about him back then because of the fact that he was Indian.
Yeah.
You're going to be wearing two hats. As a dad, how did it feel to see your son drafted? And as a coach, what kind of player are you getting in this organization in Vancouver?
Well, the only hat I want to wear tonight is that hat. We're so proud of him, just seeing the work that he's put in over the years, and just realizing his dreams. You know, it's obviously a first step to continuing his journey, but just really proud of the young man he's become.
That you should be. Congratulations to the Holter family. Thank you so much for joining us. Bucci?
Probably not the most comfortable thing in the world. You're just named head coach, and the first pick's your son. Man, there he is, first round pick of the Rangers in '98. The pick is in. And here's the commissioner, Gary McKenna. The Sabres. Who will they take that for?
Making the selection for the Buffalo Sabres, please welcome back Dion Dawkins and Josh Stone.
This is the third pick, right?
Fourth.
Let's go Buffalo.
Hey, Buffalo, I think it's only right? We have a lot of unfinished business, but I get the honor to announce and bring to the stage Thurman Thomas.
Is that their pick?
Well, no, it's a special guest.
He's somebody from the Sabres, though?
No.
Oh.
It's just a Buffalo guy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is awesome. With the 4th overall selection in the 2026 NFL Draft. NHL Draft.
NFL.
Sorry about that. The Buffalo Sabres are proud to select from the Prince Albert Raiders, Daxon Rudolph.
Ooh, Daxon Rudolph.
He wasn't the next projection?
No. Chase Reed was.
Oh.
And now we have a chance to get him.
Who, Chase Reed?
Yeah.
And he's really good?
Yeah.
Why did they pick Daxon Rudolph?
I don't even know. But we have a chance. We have a chance to get Chase Reed.
Are we next?
Yes, we're next.
And what, oh, he's a defenseman.
Yeah. Well, so does Chase Reed.
What?
So is Chase Reed.
So why would they have picked this?
I don't know. But it gives us an opportunity to get Chase Reed. It's like Drury made a good start to the draft by giving us Pavel Dorofeev. Of course, I need to see what we gave up to get him, but if he wants to make things even better and all that, please have him choose Chase Reed.
It's funny that when they mentioned about us getting Dorofeev, that they didn't say who we gave up.
I think they might have. We just didn't hear it.
Oh, you should have rewound right back at that time.
Well, it was a long time ago.
No, but
and maybe they might say it later on.
Right.
So they're kind of reshaping their team on the fly. They've had a lot of depth on the blue line. I think that's where Rudolph fits in. He's going to be guiding their sleigh. I like what he brings to the
They
table.
do have one of the best decor in
That's
the league
right.
when you think of Darlene, Power, Samuelson. So, you know, we're punching some of the cupboards there, getting younger people in. And an excellent, you know, arena to be in. I mean, the first playoff game was electric. So I think
So the guy that you
being here because I know I am.
next is projected is Chase Edwards.
Chase Reed.
Chase Reed.
Yeah. Yeah, but he was projected to be in the top 3, which if we could have gone if we were 3rd. So it's like I wanted to get either McKenna, Stenberg, or Reed, because I wanted us to finish in the top 3, which worst case scenario we didn't, but now that he's available when it's our turn, we have a chance.
So he was projected 3rd, so
Yeah.
he wasn't picked 4th, he wasn't picked 3rd or 4th.
Right, but 3rd was expected because Manny Malhotra was there, so we kind of at least we expected that. But the Buffalo, none of us expected. Like Rudolph wasn't even in the top 5. He was later.
I like to play a complete game, both offensive and defense. I take a lot of pride in. I'm gonna try to be a smart player out there and play in all situations.
Who's that lady you're talking
We got some
to?
great pictures that we're showing around
Someone
the
that's
broadcast, but
interviewing
tell us
him.
about Those people that helped you get to where you are.
She's not anybody that I ever
Family of
saw.
4, you can see my
You
dad
know,
and my
at
sister
hockey
there in the
games
rink.
interviewing anybody.
That's all I can remember growing
But
up.
no, it
is,
looks like she's a
the outdoor races
Sportsnet
with them,
reporter,
they're
which is in
I
Canada.
just love them so much, and everyone's sitting there, and even in the crowd, it's incredible to have this in front of them and share this moment with them.
Well, it won't be long until this crowd will be cheering your name, and you got a great handle, Daxon Rudolph. Like, perfect pick for this town. Thanks so much, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
6'3", 200 pounds. 3rd time Buffalo has taken a defenseman since 2021, so they like those premium positions. T-Man, of course, and he's another one.
Well, look at this, okay? So this player called Zach Werenski, who just won the Norris.
Hey, we're on the clock next. Jury, please do the right thing and please select Chase Reed.
Well, these other guys who are after him are probably still pretty good, right?
Yeah, but Chase Reed is the best option that's available, and I want him.
And he's a defenseman?
Yeah, and he's really good.
I think we need a defenseman, don't we? Didn't somebody get injured this year? One of our defensemen?
What? That was in the middle of the
I
season.
thought right towards the end.
No,
Oh, okay. Who was that who got hurt?
Fox.
Oh, not Fox. Somebody else after that.
Thank you very much. And you know,
No,
the
it
Rangers are
wasn't.
now on the clock at number 5.
Yes.
The Dorothea pick trade included the number 26
Oh.
overall pick, a future first rounder, not this pick. I know the Rangers loved
Oh, so we gave up the 26th pick and a future first round pick for Dorothea. So we didn't lose any players. But that's a good trade.
If they go off the board with a not a Reed, and the next team would be like, wow, this is amazing.
Also, too, for the Rangers, since we're talking them, what are the Rangers right now? We know what the Knicks are, but what are the Rangers? How are they going to reestablish themselves? What are going to be the principles?
Well, they got Dorofeev.
Foundation.
If we can get Chase Reed, even better.
Window of insight into that.
Again, Dorothea is going to the Rangers for the 26th pick tonight for Vegas. A 2026 third, that'll be tomorrow, and then a 2028 top 10 protected first round pick.
Yeah, we only gave up draft picks to get him.
And a big contract, probably $10 million. Vegas really would have a hard time fitting him.
Who's 93 on the Rangers?
Some key players
Sabanajad.
And we talked about, you know,
Oh, okay.
Dylan Larkin maybe be in the mix, but also
Didn't know
Vinny Trocheck. Let's keep it on the Rangers. Does this change anything for him now that Dorothea is there, or in the end, do you think that Vinny
Who's
Trocheck will also
97?
be
I'm
traded
thinking
at
of
some point?
I do
97.
think he will be traded. He switches
We don't have a
representation now.
97. We don't have a 97 on the team.
In the room. So I do think that they've re-engaged with a lot of these teams, but with Dylan Larkin on the board, they're kind of waiting for the center market to set itself and see if Larkin might go
Let the
first.
pick
But
be
lots of
in.
interest in Vinny
And
Trocheck.
please beat
Including
Chase
Buffalo
Reed.
Sabres here. as well as the Toronto Maple Leafs. So keep an eye on that today as well as the next few
The
days.
next one after that would be Albert Smith.
No, Carson Corrales, but I want Chase Reed.
Being creative, and I call him Scorofiev. He had 37 goals this regular season. I love him.
Yes,
He played
Scorofiev.
the first 3 rounds of the postseason, but I did a lot of their games in the Stanley Cup final. He wasn't
There's the
necessarily the
Ranger
same player.
people.
Maybe he was
Oh,
banged
come
up. So
on.
they're trying
Please
to
get
creative
Chase
with him.
Reed.
Yeah, last
Is
game we
there
worked
anybody
together.
who
We got
knows
for an
that?
overtime winner.
Exactly.
A
These
big
are
game
all
5 again.
I'm in his management.
behind the scenes people.
Well, they're certainly in uniform with their nice little zip piece there. And so here it is, the Rangers.
Come
The
on.
pick is in. We expect the defenseman. Just which one will it be?
Please be Chase Reed.
With the 5th overall selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the New York Rangers select from Jokerit and Munchen of the Finnish and German leagues, Albert Smith.
Bella Costity. But Megan Chaika, we're going with Bella Costity with this
Is it
pick.
a surprise? As I said, Smith is one of the most physical players, almost to a fault. Like, he loves to get into that.
Maybe there's something wrong with Chase Reed that people are not picking him.
Translate it to the NHL. It's a different league, right? You can't just make those open ice hits and get away with it. There's going to be some give and take, but certainly that aggression is there in
Latvia to
spades.
Finland
I'll
at
tell
age
you what,
13.
when you look at some of the recent history, when you watch Mo Seider play for Detroit,
Here you go.
who was picked in and around this same number,
But he's a
by Robert
defenseman
Riley,
also.
surprisingly,
Yeah.
at Gucci, as we know, and Meg and Emily as well. You see the way he's been able to impose his game, his physicality for Detroit, becoming a motor on the back end for them. And there's some similarities in that regard to Smith's. Big, physical, rangy. And I think for the New York Rangers, I just said, well, what are they going to look like? What does the identity of
6
the team?
goals and 7 assists in 38 games.
Because it brings something that they're missing in the absence of Trouba.
That's
It
not good.
absolutely does. I think
But he's a
It's just an okay.
mean streak when it came to Albert Smith.
Second
But
in
still said
scoring
nothing
among
elite, but he can play in
18-year-olds
all
in
situations.
Liga.
And you look at the Rangers and their pipeline, they don't have an obvious future number 1 D-man. This could be it. And he had quite the year, played so much hockey. Could be in the NHL next year playing against men.
Gary Bettman with an announcement.
The 6th selection in the 2026 NHL Draft belongs to the Calgary Flames. Section 301, do you have something for us?
Trade.
We have a trade. The Utah Mammoth trade J.J. Peterka to the Boston Bruins in exchange for pick number 23 in this year's draft and a conditional first-round pick in the 2028 NHL Draft. Peterka from Utah to Boston for pick 23 and a conditional first.
It's the Panthers' first round pick in 2028.
You have something else for us?
Oh, another one.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's a 3-way trade.
Thank you, 301. The Vegas Golden Knights trade Pavel Dorofeyev to the New York Rangers in exchange for picks number 26 and 92 in this year's draft and a conditional first-round pick in the 2028 NHL Draft. Dorofeyev to the Rangers from Vegas for 26 and 92 this year and a conditional first round next year.
That sounds like it's a
So
good
be
trade
aware
for
for the
us.
big red button.
Yep.
New York Rangers making moves. More with Leah Hextall.
But when I mentioned trade alert, I thought the Flames would be trading their pick.
Does not surprise me at all. Albert Smith, out of all of the prospects, including Gavin McKenna, is the most able to
Yeah, I mean, Pavel Dorofeyev is definitely good,
Well,
but
that's what they're saying. He's the most able to get into the NHL immediately.
He played for them at the World
Yeah, but Dorofeyev is already in NHL.
No, but the pick that we made.
Oh, the pick.
They wanted somebody who's like going to be ready to be in the NHL immediately.
And Chase Reed isn't ready.
Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe he's got some obligation to be somewhere else for a while. I don't know.
But still, I wanted Chase Reed. We had a chance to get him, and Drury blew it.
Who becomes, by the way, the highest Denver-bound player drafted ever. Or the stay home. You're back focused. Steve Nash, your thoughts?
Next up for the Calgary Flames, co-captain of their 1989 Stanley Cup championship team and a member of the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Lanny McDonald.
Please welcome Lanny McDonald.
Lanny McDonald.
Hello, Buffalo. And thank you very much for the hospitality. I'd like to say a special hello to our fans, our season ticket holders, and our partners back at the Scotiabank Saddle Dome in Calgary, where they're hanging out at the Sportsnet draft party. Hello, gang, and here we go. With the 6th overall pick in the 2026 NHL Draft, the Calgary Flames are very proud to select from the Prince George Cougars, Carson Carroll. Yes!
This was the guy we thought was going to Calgary all along. He's a farmer. And Calgary gets their due.
There's got to be some reason why people are not picking
and the rest of the 2026 NHL
the guy that you
Gavin McKenna,
chased
first
with
overall.
Reed.
Here in
I don't
Buffalo,
know.
the Sharks with the Swede, Ivar Stenberg. We're back after this.
Steady. He's very, very complete. Spoke to his agent today, had a great chat with him. He's a stud defenseman, 73 points. He can play the game any way you want, by the way.
I think at a time where we're talking about American players not necessarily wanting to play in Canadian markets, if you're Calgary and you're the Western Province kid, it's too hard to pass up on. And I will say this about Carl's, he's back there because his family needs him. Ton of cows, he does the work himself, and that work ethic I heard it shows up on the ice.
Great work ethic. He can play a lot of minutes. I really heard a lot about his smooth skating, and he actually had the most assisted scoring chances per game, almost 2. So he can really dish it, nice on offense, great to watch. The eye test, all the scouts are like, he should be higher. He should be in the top 5. So no surprise Calgary already had their mind set on him, and maybe thought Chase Reed wasn't that guy for them.
Seattle, the Seattle Kraken. Will Verhoff be the pick here? Another big defenseman. We're on a run of them.
Everybody seems to want to defend.
2026 NHL Draft.
But not Chase Reed, apparently.
Select from the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds, Chase Reed.
Wow, perfect timing. I mentioned nobody wants Chase Reed, but now Seattle does.
Yeah.
But he should have been our guy.
Chase Reed was 7. You know who John Pekka picked 7 10 years ago? Clayton Keller. So it's a pretty special draft pick, draft number. And Chase Reed's the best skater of this group. 10th in stretch passes per game, leading all CHL defensemen, and 5.5 shot assists, meaning he sets out players a lot. A great passer, a great skater, and a high-end skating.
I think the Seattle Kraken could use some love these days, so I'm going to give it to them right now when you get Chase Reed. Look, they drafted almost exclusively centers for their first round pick since joining the league. The one thing they were missing was a blue chip deep prospect. This is that guy. My phone is blowing up right now with people from other teams.
Other years they had like a whole group from each place come up and name the pick. This is different this year.
They got a good one because they haven't been able to recruit, and they've been trying
They
to
would
recruit
have, a
players.
whole
They
group
went
would
and
come
big on
up from
Robertson, they went and big on
the
Panarin,
particular
unable to
team
bring in those
and
fish out there
say who
deep
they
south.
wanted.
But they were able to draft one here in the form of
You
Chase
don't
Reed,
remember
who
that?
to me,
And
we talked about
sometimes.
earlier in the show, very dynamic offensive defenseman, and to be an American defenseman and go up and play in the OHL, especially up in the Sioux, that is hard games, hard travel, a lot of distance, and I was really impressed with him this season, guys.
And now he's off to the Big Ten to play for the Michigan
Oh, he's
State
committed
Spartans.
to
Well, they're a
Michigan
highly,
State for this
highly
year.
talented
That's maybe
young
why
team.
they didn't pick
Speaking
him.
of highly
But
talented
still,
here's
I would have wanted him to be with us.
I'm here with the Calder Trophy winner from this season, Matthew Schaefer, and the first overall selection last year. And Maddie, we were sitting up on that stage. I got a chance to know you and your family. I saw your dad, Todd. He gave me a big hug. He's still the same. But now that you're a year removed from being the first overall selection, what stands out to you about the experience?
Yeah, like just like the trade alerts coming up and stuff. Honestly, like it's as little as that, but like I'm getting goosebumps sitting here, you know, seeing McKenna go up, someone I've played with, and seeing all these players go up. I mean, honestly, it's such a dream come true, and you only have one draft ever, and to hear your name called, it is so amazing. And you know, for me last year was super cool. To, you know, I lost my mom, so to be able to go through it, and obviously, you know, have a cancer ribbon on my jersey and stuff. But honestly, this year it's all about all these players here, and it's just so awesome for them, and you know, to see them hug their families and stuff. It means a lot.
Matthew Schaefer.
A huge part of your story and continues to be as you lived your
And
dream
he's on
playing in the
what team?
NHL.
The Islanders.
Unanimous decision to be the Rookie of the Year, all 198 ballots. What did you learn this season as you took the step?
I don't know who tipped all the people voting for me, but no, I mean it's awesome. Obviously, you know, it's a dream come true to even, you know, be, you know, the Calder Trophy winner. And honestly, it wasn't me. It was my whole team. Every one of us, you know, they came to war with me. They really helped me just mold into, you know, my game and me as a person. And from day one, I stepped into to the Islanders organization. Everyone in there has been so, made me feel at home. And, you know, I just come in and honestly, everyone could probably my dad's there because they're all so much
Verab was a projected top 5 pick.
Because, you know, there's all the kids that are younger, so, you know, when they need a babysitter, they know who to call.
That they do. We really appreciate you stopping by, Matthew, and best of luck in year number 2.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Happy pitching.
So again, Rudolph, Smiths, Carls, Reed, 6'3", 6'3", 6'2", 6'3". There's an NHL GM there says draft trees, not shrubs on the blue line, and these are forced defensemen here early.
For sure, and
Draft
if you want
trees,
to
not
shove, you want them to
shrubs.
be dynamic. You want them to be a Gostisbehere.
Yes.
You want them to be a Quinn Hughes-esque, like Lane or Cole Hudson-esque.
And so Gary, the Vigo Bjork is one of my favorite players in this draft. Like this just screams Jet. The pick is in for the Jets. Here's the commissioner.
With the 8th selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the Winnipeg Jets select from your garden, Vigo Bjork.
Big Logan Stankoven.
Yes, correct.
Only 5'9".
Oh yeah, he looks short like everybody around him.
Yep, so he's a shrub.
What?
He's a shrub.
This is a great pick for Winnipeg.
Playmaking and vision from York.
But so is Lane Hudson. And it's a beautiful shrub.
It's from Edward too, so skating is not the issue. Size, yes, we've seen bigger players get drafted.
Oh, his aunt is a famous singer.
Who?
Bjork's aunt is a famous singer.
Who is she?
They said her name, but I forgot.
Oh, you don't? But you never heard of her?
Right.
What he brings to the table, what his game is very repeatable. And what you know you're going to get shift over shift. As I mentioned, I had dinner with a prominent Swedish hockey figure last night and his family here, who also was echoing all these great things about Vigo Bjork and just the consistency, knowing to be in the right spots on the ice as a young player. They get a steal here for me.
He's a winning player.
It's a steal of a pick for them.
The comparison I heard, you said Logan Stankoven, I heard Zach Benson, which obviously rings here in Buffalo.
Sure, no doubt.
But this totally fits the Winnipeg Jets MO. They've never shied away from taking Europeans early, and they've always prioritized skill. Hockey's that's oversized. Some of the people I talked to even wondered if he could be a better player than Stenberg that day. That's how much talent he has.
All right, Vigo, congratulations and welcome to the National Hockey League. And I'm just going to be a little homer here. I'm a Manitoba girl. I live in Winnipeg. Do you know how cold it gets there?
Well, you don't really care when you get drafted to NHL, but it's pretty cool in Sweden as well, so that's fun.
That it is.
Sweden
We'll get
is
you a
very
good
cold.
jacket. Now, Vigo, you started skating when you were 2 years of age. Who put you in those skates and who got you into the game?
Yeah, definitely my dad. He used to play, so yeah, I bet he wanted us to play here, and getting to the draft, it's a big milestone, but you gotta keep working from here.
That you do, and you've always said, I'm a smaller player, so I've always had to work hard. Who instilled that work ethic in you?
Excuse me?
Who instilled the work ethic in you?
Yeah, I think growing up with a brother as well, you have to be competitive to win games in everything you play, so yeah, probably him and people around me.
Well, when we were at the NHL Combine, Vigo was early Bucci, so keep that up because coaches love that.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Booch?
Last player five. So, here comes Gary Bettman. The pick is in all upper case. And will it be Verhoff to the Sharks, the big defense, the tree?
Making the selection for the San Jose Sharks, please welcome back Layla Edwards.
Oh, Layla. Oh, she's from San. She's on her San Jose team.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned.
It's a good crowd, really good crowd. I love it. All right, do we have any Sharks fans in here? That was a lot more than I was expecting. I hope to see you guys at some PWHL San Jose games. All right. With the 9th overall selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the San Jose Sharks are proud to select from the North Dakota Fighting Hawks, Keelan Verhoff.
Verhoff finally got chosen.
Overall pick in the PWHL announces the 9th overall pick, Keelan Verhoff. And will he go back to North Dakota and play with Carls, who's on his way to North Dakota? Or will the Sharks maybe bring him right to the National and develop him?
The plot thickens.
Oh, here on Friday night in the draft. Evil.
I love it. Well, I was very impressed with meeting this young man. Dave Jackson, their head coach, did an outstanding job with that program at NODAD. They integrated 13
whole family.
Oh, he's coached by Jerome McGinley.
He just has that area class way about him. His style of game.
Oh God, and he's cousins with Kirby and Colton Dock.
Kirby Dock?
Yep.
Absolutely, and he adds more offense to the Sharks, which they're going to be scary for many years. 6'4".
Where did you see again when he was there?
Yeah, they mentioned it on the board.
In terms of having very heavy, fast shot. Flashes active in the offensive zone, but the concern I have is defensively in rush situations. So if you look at the details, going back, he's going to be having something to work on, but certainly all offense, great hard shot, and can do a lot of damage to the San Jose Sharks.
And of course, he just added Michael Kesselring here from Buffalo, 6'5" right-hander. Now the 6'4" right-hander. So an emotional night, of course, here at the NHL Draft for all the families, all the moms. Mama McKenna, as her son's name is announced first. Chase Reed family finally sees him chosen as well. We're back after this in Buffalo.
Really?
What?
Whoa, Albert Smith is the highest drafted Latvian pick in history.
Latvia is a very small country, and he moved from Latvia to Finland to play more hockey.
Yeah, but still, the highest drafted Latvian. Really?
This year, you can watch her first match on Tuesday. Of course, ESPN is your home to Wimbledon. Great to see Serena back on the grass courts. Wow.
He must be old by now.
Predators are on the clock.
So
I'd like to see
long.
Brian Cullen here. I wonder who they're going to take, but here's the commissioner with the announcement.
Selection for Nashville is a huge Predators hockey fan. He happens to be performing in Buffalo in about 90 minutes. He's a 5-time Entertainer of the Year and one of country music's biggest stars, Luke Bryan.
Oh, Luke Bryan.
How we doing, Buffalo? Looking good.
So, it's good to be here representing Music City and a hockey town. And so this next election, they'll learn to appreciate beer chugging and catfish getting thrown on the ice, all right? So with the 10th overall selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the Nashville Predators are proud to select from the United States National Team Development Program, Wyatt Cullen.
Oh, big season pop.
Most people are good.
Wyatt Cullen.
Oh, he's the son of Matt Cullen,
And who's Matt Cullen?
a former NHL player.
Matty played with them. One of the top teammates I ever played with.
It said that on the screen?
Yeah, the guy on the left is Matt Cullen.
Matt Cullen certainly up around the top of that list. NHL pedigree, NHL bloodlines. This guy started the season at the U.S. Development Program at 5'5". He finished the season at 6'1", 6'2", whatever
Not a
it is.
tree.
Exactly. This is
Wow.
incredible.
That
So
was the
great
year
stuff
of
for
growth.
the three-time Stanley
He
Cup
went in
champion,
at
the family.
5'5"
I
and
just
came
think
out
this
at
is amazing. He's a
6'1".
dynamic offensive
In
player.
1 year,
Very
wow.
creative, very electric MC, and congrats to the family. This is
And
awesome
getting picked
stuff.
that high at that size, you know, it's off the charts.
That's
Hockey
right.
IQ,
Yes.
high-end talent. I called NTP. Don't worry, Emily. You'll still be a reporter. I did a little bit of digging, though.
Let's go.
And definitely said it probably should be higher than they expected, right? Elusive, good stats,
Where
good
is he
read.
from?
He grows into himself. And it's actually really hard on
USA.
himself as well. Holds himself to a lot of high standards. So
It
Cullen
says
is
USA
surprised.
University?
But just so we
Is
can
that
develop
USA?
Under 18.
Chris McFarland's first pick as the GM of the Preds.
I was just gonna say that. It's like we spent so much time together. We're reading each other's minds, and it's gonna be really curious to see how he puts a stamp on this team. Already made some moves. Jack Burry was the guy he's traded for from Colorado. Heard there could be an extension coming soon there. But consistently, with Mark Farland and Joe Sakic, they would bet on skating and upside, transitioning the puck, and you know, if they have elite stars in Colorado, they didn't waste years waiting on prospects. They're going to have to identify who are the stars here in Nashville. They want to build this the right way, but I think they're also trying to spread the needle here to stay competitive in the short term, we see.
Yeah, exactly. And just become a more dynamic team.
Yeah.
That's the way Andrew Burnett coaches. You need players like that, Bucci.
Let's meet Wyatt Cullen. First, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, and then Nashville. Leah.
Wyatt, congratulations being selected to the Nashville Predators. Luke Bryan, massive star. What did he just say to you?
Just congrats. I mean, he was talking about my dad playing there a little bit, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, just congrats, yeah.
Wyatt, you grew up, you told me, playing mini sticks in the Pittsburgh Penguins dressing room,
That
watching your
Matt
dad
Cullen
win
next
back-to-back
Yep.
cups. You dreamed of being drafted. How's the reality?
What team was he on?
He was in numerous teams, but he's best known for the Penguins.
No, Matt,
I remember
over
the
1,000
name
games in the
Cullen.
National Hockey League.
Well, he's definitely an old man player.
Experience that extends beyond hockey.
Yeah, I think he was able to have some experiences around some unique times in playoffs and Stanley Cup runs, and getting to meet guys and seeing what it takes to make it to this level.
Now, Bridget, we just saw your reaction as Wyatt got drafted, and it's the reaction that you should have as his mom. What did it mean to hear your son's name?
I'm just so thankful and grateful. I don't really have words, but
And it's way better than watching Matt win cups back in the day, and hopefully Wyatt's going to get a few in his career. Congratulations, Wyatt. We really appreciate it. Best of luck.
Appreciate it.
thank you.
Yeah, Dad played over 1,500 games. Played 2 years in Nashville.
That's right.
Predator.
That's right.
Matt Cullen played
Wyatt's got a couple
15
brothers.
Yeah, he's definitely an old man.
Correct. This is Hughes' family part too. But you talk about a growth spurt. He had one.
He could only be in his 30s right now.
The development program.
Cullen?
Yeah.
But no, he's over. No, he's in his early 40s. Actually, no, he's past early 40s. He's like mid to late 40s. He was definitely over 40 when he retired.
in USA hockey.
When he was hired for what?
Well, it's retired.
But we talked about the U.S.-born players. Eugene, Emily, Megan at the start of the show.
The way you said he's an old man, right?
Because he played for a really long time, and he definitely played over age.
But I wouldn't consider somebody in their 40s an old man.
But playing in hockey, yes.
Back in career at Nashville and
For the St. Louis Blues and this rebuild.
he's a big body. Tynan Lawrence is still there if they want to go center. Here's the commissioner.
Before making the 11th pick, please welcome Blues fans live from the Enterprise Center.
Why are they booing them?
Well, at least it worked that time. With the 11th overall selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the St. Louis Blues select from Boston University, Tynan Lawrence.
He went to BU midway through last year. Wasn't a big impact guy. He was kind of hoping he could put up big numbers, maybe move way up in the draft. He's going to BU again this fall with Caleb Malhotra. So there's some high-end talent going for Jay Pandolfo and the Terriers.
And what I like about this will give him another year, a full year.
Where is he
Because
going?
he just has a sample, an appetizer, Gucci, like you at the restaurant. Just an appetizer.
The Blues? And why did they say he's going to with Malhotra?
Swedish friends.
Of course I do. You gotta have tentacles. And
I think we saw it on Twitter.
Yeah, fair enough.
But he's a very
Malhotra
talented player,
was
and I think
with
having
the
this full
Canucks.
hockey season
The
under his belt,
Canucks, so why are they
to
saying
mature
that?
physically, to get acclimated to college
Maybe
hockey,
he
the
played with
lifestyle,
the,
the style of game, the
guy
schedule,
who
and all
was
those
traded to
things
the
under the
Canucks.
tutelage of Jay Pandolfo and what played with in Jersey.
Played
I
with the
think
guy that
that's
was
so good.
traded to the Canucks.
They mentioned that this guy right here was with Malhotra.
But Malhotra wasn't traded. He was drafted.
But they played together at some point, somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I had Lawrence a little bit lower than Central Scouting, but they liked him a lot. He's high involvement. Lawrence is consistently around the puck in all three zones.
Maybe
That
he went-
really
maybe
good
they played in
200-foot game,
college
which I'm sure
together.
St. Louis looked at and thought, well, we need balance on both sides.
Also, let's not overlook the USHL. Very good league as well. He was excellent there in Muskegon.
Well, Beeb's got us going. He announced the first pick in the draft. Gavin McKenna. Saw Luke Ryan here as well. The star-studded NHL Draft resumes when we come back from Buffalo.
So what number are we up to now?
Sonny Meta, GM, his first pick as a general manager, running things in New Jersey.
Ooh,
It's
Devin.
anywhere at this point, I suppose.
You know, Sonny Meta, as many people know, was once a professional poker player, so
Yep.
he knows when to take his aggressive risks. He's analytic-minded, and in 2016, his model infamously had Jesper Bratt at number 3. He ended up going number 162. But Meta's humble. He's also said, yes, there's other players in my model who are now playing in Austria.
He was number 3 and he didn't get picked until number 162.
Wow.
Wow, sounds like a record.
With the 12th selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the New Jersey Devils select from Abrero in Sweden, Alexander Kuman.
This is a good player. This is a 200-foot kind of center. Maybe like a Nico Hischier, perhaps.
Yeah, I could see some Nico Hischier in his game for sure. The responsibility
What number was he
in all
before?
3 zones, starting in the
Did he have a number? Like, was he projected to be number?
I believe he projected to be later.
And then obviously the ability to make plays offensively too. Now this is very Hischier-esque for the New Jersey Devils. And I like that comp, Gucci. I've had a couple people over in Sweden mention that to me as well. You can see the emotion as he comes down the
Yeah,
stairs.
because he's up in the audience somewhere, not down in those seats where of the people that were expected to get picked right away.
Comparable 200-foot player, makes an impact in all zones, offense and defense. And when you think of Sonny Meta and the new wave of NHL GMs that are analytical, you got to look at Carolina Hurricanes, Eric Tulsky as hoisting the Stanley Cup now. So you see the league changing and how they view, value, and use tracking data. You know, Meta's looking at more than just the box score when he's making these picks.
Absolutely. When you look at the New Jersey Devils from a big picture perspective, their core is in place. Their prospect pool, though, it's not what it once was. They've got a 6'7" D-man and Ziliak. He's their clear number one prospect.
Command, but
You've got
Yeah.
Coleman. Ready soon, but
Come
they've got
on.
to start restocking this just to make sure that they're in good position, and this kid will be a big part of that.
He's sure 7.25 this year, then a UFA next summer. Do we deal him and kind of retool a bit? Or what are we going to do with Heishier, Kevin Weeks?
What they're going to do with Heishier ultimately is resign him. Okay. I've got a good idea of what that number looks like. And he will be a New Jersey Devil going forward, their captain. They will retain him.
Extend him after July 1?
That's right.
Leah Hextall with the very latest Devil.
Thanks, Booch. I was just catching up here with Alexander because the 12th overall selection going to the New Jersey Devils. You seem surprised, are you?
Definitely am. So thankful for this opportunity. Happy to be here. Have my whole family to thank over there. My cousins, uncle, and my whole family, mom, dad, and sister. Just tremendous to be here.
Alexander, you said with your dad you guys love to watch Patrice Bergeron, who's set to go into the Hockey Hall of Fame, and you also said, I love to win. I love to win more than anything. Who instilled that in you?
I mean, I think it's a personality thing growing up. Just playing sports for my entire childhood and hanging around with competitive friends. That's just the way I am.
That's just the way you are, and every single NHL team wants
Likely
to
the
win.
Mets.
Congratulations, Alexander.
Thank you so much.
Likely the Mets.
Thank you so much.
Well, I'm
Thank
sure
you
they
guys.
love to win, they just don't.
But they don't show it.
Extra size gloves on those things. Yeah. But look, it's just amazing these young men. All right.
In London,
The
Mike.
pick is in. The New
Well, I
York
guess maybe
Islanders
there's a
last year they
London
picked first
that's
overall.
not
with
in
Matt
England.
Schaefer. Here they are. At number 13.
Yeah, in the OHL.
To make the Islanders selection
In Canada, London.
Yep.
was the player who 1 year ago was the #1 pick in the draft, had an amazing rookie season, and was the recipient of the Calder, Matthew Schaefer.
Matthew Schaefer, Calder Trophy is
Rookie of the
Rookie
Year.
of the Year, right?
How we doing, Buffalo? This place is awesome. I'd like to say, on behalf of the Islanders organization, I'd like to thank the city of Buffalo, the Buffalo Sabres, and the NHL for hosting such an amazing event. I'd like to say hello to all the Islanders fans across the world and all over. And without further ado, with the 13th overall pick in the 2026 NHL Draft, the New York Islanders are proud to select from HB 71, Monthy Python.
Another tree. Yep.
Another what? Another
Tree.
Found himself a tree.
Big night for defensemen.
Yes.
I can release this now. I was just with him last night.
Is he a
Okay.
tree
His
or a
group and
shrub?
his agent, Joe
No, they
Goodhart.
said they use another tree.
Campus Lindholm,
Another what?
Gustav
Tree.
Campus Forsley, rather. Gustav Forsley's younger brother. Okay. Spent some great time with them. I was impressed with him last night. What kind of kid is he?
Multi.
Awesome. And his mom, as you see there, there's his agent, Joe Pearson. I asked him about some of the players in the draft. He gave me some very pointed answers. Mature. He was very mature.
Enormous.
He was calm. He's enormous.
Oh my God,
This is
that picture on
unbelievable. And
the
the Islanders,
side
to their
there,
credit,
looks so
credit
young.
Matthew Darsh in their group now.
Oh, he is
They've done
young.
an outstanding
No, but
job
that
these
looks
last
like it
two
was
drafts.
taken
We were singing
maybe
their
a couple
praises
of
last
years
year.
ago.
Atchison.
But that one was Vigo Gustafson.
Obviously, Schaefer did everything as well.
Oh, that
So I
one is
really
that a
like this
brother
pick
or
for them.
something?
Yeah,
This
that
young
was
man
the
very
already
special
drafted
to
with
us
the
last night.
Predators.
And I had him at 11.
Yeah.
So this is a nice value play, strong first pass, great timing, so that maturity off the ice shows on the ice. He has composure, moves the puck very efficiently, great at puck carrying, ability to break the puck out and carrying to the neutral zone, I believe.
It's the Blue Jackets up now. We talk about Marchenko and Orborensky.
I got a little something on that.
Okay.
And I can share this here now. I'm told he's unlikely to extend with Columbus.
Marchenko?
I just got that right now.
That's newsy.
That's very newsy.
Kirill Marchenko is a free agent and he's not willing to sign an extension with Columbus.
Yeah, and remember,
So
Dominic is
Marchenko's
in
gonna
right
test
now.
free
Clearly
agency.
getting some signals from
there's gonna be a lot of teams that want him.
When he's eligible next year, and he doesn't want to tear
What
it
team
down.
is he on now?
Columbus. And now he wants out of Columbus, possibly.
Like, hey, look, we're going for it. Didn't have to give up much for Nishushkin. That's tough news to hear, Weeksy.
That stinks.
Columbus also had a hard season. They actually had 13 one-goal loss games, so they were
Who was
so
that
close.
they were talking about in Columbus?
Bugging you to be the most in the NHL of one-goal loss games.
Marchenko?
Yeah.
You know what?
It's very, very similar, I heard, behind the scenes as Dylan Larkin. They just want to win. They just want to show signs that we're close, that we're on a team that's close. So we'll see what they do here.
So what does Columbus
Not
do
everybody
before
can be
the
on a
second of
winning
Blues
team, you
picks
know?
here?
Yeah.
Other teams have to work up to it.
Yeah.
14th overall selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the Columbus Blue Jackets select from Boston College, Oscar Hemming.
So we expected this. A lot of mocks had Hemming going to Columbus. He's a big wagon of a player. Showed up at 17 and looked pretty good for BC.
Yes, you added extra
I
time.
added 2 hours.
Yes, you did.
But it seems like it's been going a long time.
Because you hit the wrong button.
What did I hit?
You hit exits.
Liddell's picks 10 of 12 or over 6 foot in terms of defensemen. So bringing in a left winger now, you have offensive zone, gets to the slot, drives to that. He's dangerous creating offensive opportunities off the rush. So he can play with speed, but he also has puck protection. So uses his body well.
He's 6'4" at 17. He could end up being like Rumpy, where he grows 4 or 5 inches in the next year or two.
Make a lot of mistakes, which you like as a player. So Hemming
Or
is
like
also-
Barron
I like
Trump.
that high event. That's what he is. He's going to be a fun player to watch.
Same
He's going to
thing.
be
He
a
went
future
through like 5
entertaining player.
inches in a
And you
year
see
or
how
two.
he'll develop offensively. Maybe he'll take it to another level.
Of course, I mean, you said well scouted. The Ivan Olympic tournament is a big tournament for the scouting community. And back in August, he finished 5th in scoring. He's going to score. He's got that touch about him. The other thing that
Any
I feel
news
very
on
good about
Renfrey?
him as a
Like, how's he
Jackets
doing?
fan, he's got a mean streak. He's got that
I don't know yet.
He's big and knows how to use his body. And those are the
When
type
you
of
look
players
things up,
you
they
pair
don't
that with
mention
Kid
them.
Lidstrom,
What do you
some of the
know?
big guys that they got recently, you can form an identity around.
And Di Letourneau, of course, the big 6'7" Boston Bruins first-round pick. Maybe they'll be on a line together at Boston College. So there he is, Oscar Hemming, the Columbus Blue Jackets. So Ty Lawrence was the first Blues pick at 11. He's going to Boston University, talented center iceman. The Blues have the next 2 picks now at 15 and 16. What will they do? We will find out next.
So I guess we're right around the halfway point.
Yes.
Let's
The
see what
NHL. I
happened. The
can't think of her
particulars with
name.
Gary Bettman.
Emily
Section
Kaplan.
117. Do you have something for me?
Oh,
That's Emily.
wait. Aaliyah Edwards. Trade.
You again? We have a trade.
Oh, Mason McTavish.
To the St. Louis Blues in exchange for picks 15 and 29 in this draft. Anaheim trades McTavish to the Blues in exchange for 15 and 29.
So the Blues will keep 16. Remember, they had 4 coming into
Looks like he's not coming to the Rangers.
Now a young center, but he's a few years
Yeah,
away.
I
Now
got
they
her
get
mixed
another
up
center,
with
but he's
Leah
already
Hextall,
made
but
under
this she's
contract.
Emily Kaplan,
Mason
who we
McTavish.
also know.
Yeah, and look, the skating is a bit of a concern. That's definitely the thing that you hear most often. But as Lacey said, it's going to change.
So here comes the Anaheim pick as a result of the
Surely a one
McTavish
hot dog
trade.
roll in there. I'm gonna have to use a hamburger roll.
Okay.
In the 2026 NHL Draft, the Anaheim Ducks select from the Saginaw Spirit, Nikita Kopov.
Yeah. So the second rookie to lead the OHL in points in the last 25 years. Patrick Kane was the other. Right.
Klepov
Nice
was
mitts.
unreal.
Marinara.
Velvety mitts. Klepov. He took the OHL by storm this year in Saginaw, and he could make so many different plays offensively. He could drive play, be in puck possession, be off the puck. He's just one of those players that when you watch Saginaw play this year, you couldn't take your eye off him.
97 points.
97 points.
Saganow's had some good success too in recent years. I have Klepov as like an Alex DeBrincat, dynamic offense, dangerous in the offensive zone, both passing and shooting.
gets those goal scoring areas, Emily, on the ice, and is consistently around the net. So a type of player that they obviously couldn't pass up. And Verbeke has drafted on average in the first round 6'3", 205 pounds. So maybe they weren't going with a smaller defenseman. It was just too much to not make this pick.
Good frame. He's got a good frame. Excellent frame. Florida-born kid, too. Yeah.
He'll turn 18 tomorrow.
That's right. Florida-born kid, Deerfield Beach, the home of the Panthers' original practice facility back in the day. And this guy, again, you see the tape.
Yeah.
Klefbom is one of these players. Look at him off the puck. Now he puts himself in a position. Roof job, backhand. This guy can do it all on the offensive end. And the Ducks are now adding another high-end young forward. We just talked about the bevy of young forward talent they have.
I am here with Nikita, and congratulations going to the Anaheim Ducks. And if I'm not mistaken, Nikita, tomorrow is your birthday. So how is this for an early birthday present?
Yeah, it's a perfect birthday gift. Very excited to join Anaheim, and thank you for my family and agents and coaching staff there from the Saginaw. And very nice to share this moment with them.
Now, you are a dual citizen. We spoke on the phone last week, but you did come over from Russia at an early age. Who helped lead you here and help you earn your hockey dream?
Yes, obviously my family and the coach Alex Vasco there, and special thank you for him as well. So yeah, very excited to get drafted, and perfect birthday gift.
And I gotta ask you, we are here at ESPN. You ever been to Disneyland?
What's that?
Have you ever been to Disneyland?
No, I'm excited to go there.
All right, playing in Anaheim, you can get there. Congratulations, Nikita.
Thank you.
Pick again. The pick is in. Here's the commission.
With the 16th selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the St. Louis Blues select from the Quebec Ramparts, Maddox Dagenet.
Maddox Dagenet.
Another bloodline. There's his dad, Pierre Dagenet, played in the NHL. Dash, as he was known, for the Montreal Canadiens, and he used to shoot it heavy.
It looked like it.
He had a heavy shot. The kind of shot, as a goalie, when the puck's coming toward you, it seemed to pick up speed, and it seemed to pick up intensity when the puck would hit you. So, congrats to him, another second-generation NHL player, bloodlines coming through. He plays faster paced than his dad, a little bit more of a playmaker and finisher, and he can play physical as well. So, congrats to the Dagenet family. This is awesome. There you see his dad there on the left of the screen during his time with Montreal, unleashing that heavy shot. So, congrats.
First player from the Q chosen. He's a center iceman. That's 2 for the Blues in this draft.
And they won't have to rush him at all because, again, with the Blues, their philosophy has always been to let these prospects marinate. They never put too much pressure on teenagers to go up too soon. So there's a lot of young players there. They're a younger team that they think this kid will have time to develop.
And my comparable to Dagenet is Owen Tippett. Shoot for Kennedy, always looking for a shot into the offensive zone. A lot of goal scoring ability. NHL's quality shot already, which makes him dangerous. And you like to see that in a first rounder because you need that shot, you need that shot speed, the eye tracking data. Now we know what the players are shooting. So I can compare someone in Finland to the NHL, to Dagenet, and he certainly can bring it, Kevin.
He shoots BBs. And with that release,
we got to go to Bettman.
Did they say the Rangers were trying to get something?
Yeah, trying to get this pick by giving up Panarin, but they didn't give us the pick.
Before we have our 17th selection, it's time for us to tell you who was selected for the Jim Gregory General Manager of the Year Award. You see the list of finalists? Our winner was surprised last night.
So tonight, the Minnesota Wild front office and scouts are getting together for the traditional
Oh, Bill Guerin.
But little do they know that tonight they'll be surprising the Wild general manager,
Bill Guerin?
Yeah.
Billy Guerin, with the Jim Gregory GM of the Year Award.
Oh, and they surprised him?
Yeah.
And I would not be surprised if we saw some cheers. We needed to figure out the best way to get to the restaurant undetected, so we decided to go across Lake Minnetonka and sneak in the back entrance of the restaurant. Many people have flown in for this, including our kids, Billy's mom, and they're all in on the surprise, except for Billy. The team's owner, Craig Leopold, is also in on it, and he's been tasked with giving us the cue when to bring in the surprise.
Okay, guys, we had a really good year.
And I would like to say, on behalf of our organization, I want Billy to know how much we love him.
You don't achieve things like this on your own ever. It does take a village. It takes a strong family.
What trophy was that?
The Jim Gregory Award.
And I hope everybody knows how much I appreciate them for what they do for me. If anybody ever needs a secret cabinet, she can do it. And she does it all with class and grace and beauty.
Bill Guerin, that name sounds familiar, but when I look at him, I don't recognize him.
Well, he's a former player, a former Devil.
The Jim Gregory general manager year.
Or maybe he looks different.
Well, because he's older.
You've had the 17th selection in the 2026 NHL Draft belongs to the Los Angeles Kings. Los Angeles, you're on the clock.
And let's hear what the trade is, Commissioner Bettman.
Section 219, do you have something? The Los Angeles Kings trade pick number 17 in this year's draft to the Utah Mammoth in exchange for picks 19 and 83 in this year's draft. Kings pick 17 to Utah, 17 for 19 and 83. Before making the 17th pick, we want to once again thank the 2026 Blackstone Valley hockey team for being here tonight. In case you haven't seen it, a month ago they were surprised with a special moment in their hometown. Roll the tape.
So before I get started, one thing I want you to know is this team was built on love this past year, and we will continue to stay as a hockey family as we move ahead and heal together. Thank you very much. All right, without further ado,
Oh, geez, Bergeron.
look who we have. How's it going, guys?
How's it going? I'm honored to be here. I really am. I just want to congratulate you on your championship. It's really been amazing to see the amount of courage and resilience that you guys have shown, the way that you supported each other has not only inspired me, but the entire New England community and the entire hockey world. So, again, congratulations.
Honestly, we had no idea who was coming. Coach kept it a very big secret. He kind of gave us some hints, but we really knew nothing.
It was unreal. There's nothing to describe that. Nobody gets that. And then when the baby went in the cup, that was just that's something that the baby's gonna talk about for the rest of her life. She doesn't even remember anything. So that's just crazy to me.
The joy that we've had, kind of sharing that together as a team. I'm sure you guys can relate with your state title this year. That it's the bond that you create and the
That
memories
baby
that you
grows
make.
up to be a hockey player. They can say, I sat inside the cup.
Once again, let's hear it for the 2026 Blackstone Valley hockey team.
But I want to know what happened to them. That was such a tragedy. I didn't
Oh, there was a bus accident or something.
My name is Chris Labrizzi, and I'm the head coach of the Blackstone Valley Schools. On February 16th, our team experienced an unimaginable tragedy at our hockey rink in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. That claimed the 3 lives of our captain, Colin Dorgan's family. The pain of that day is something none of us will ever forget. And yet, through heartbreak and grief, our team persevered and went on to win the state championship.
Wow.
Thank you. I want to express my deepest gratitude to the NHL for their unwavering support over the past 4 months. Had it not been for the outpouring of love from the NHL and hockey fans across North America, I'm not sure we would have persevered. Hockey is a family, and this family showed up for us in the most profound way. I also want to extend heartfelt thanks to the Utah Mammoth, the New York Rangers, the Vegas Golden Knights, the Boston Bruins. To all the teams, thank you for the love and empathy that you have shown us since February 16th. It has meant the world to us. To all the players being drafted this weekend, congratulations. You are entering an incredible brotherhood. And to the people of Buffalo, thank you for your hospitality this weekend. You've been amazing. Be safe, be well, and thank you. With the 17th overall selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the Utah Mammoth are proud to select from the Windsor Spitfires, Ethan Belts.
Well, that's the player they identified moving up, that big body we talked about that Utah needs.
I didn't even think he was going to be out of 10.
Yeah.
For me, Belches is that player. His comparable player is Gabe Velarde, who I very much enjoy that pop of his game. In the offensive zone, he can get to the slot. Belches had 57% of his shot attempts from the slot and 84% of his goals from the slot, which is very important in the NHL, getting close to net, being able to finish, takes punishment. That type of offensive player, tough, rough OHL player.
A little bit of Tom Wilson, as I mentioned, in his game, some Josh Anderson in his game, and also a little bit of Porter Martone. Where did Porter Martone go last year?
Here you go.
Michigan State.
Another one.
So what is the development path look for a big power forward? Maybe they can do a little bit of Xerox in Belchitz like they did for Martone. Follow that pathway. I think Belchitz is a guy that can impact the game in any aspect.
It was a domestic violence. It was a shooting.
You want to play along the boards? Good luck.
A mass shooting occurs at the Dennis M. Lynch Arena in Pawtucket, Rhode Island during a high school ice hockey game. 56-year-old Roberta Dorgano opened fire on her family members and a family friend. The incident resulted in the deaths of her ex-wife and their adult son, and a suicide of Dorgano, and left 3 others hospitalized in critical condition. One of the injured victims, identified as the ex-wife's father, died at a hospital 9 days later. The shooting, which police described as an incident of domestic violence, occurred in front of dozens of spectators and was partially captured on a live stream of the game.
Take it away, Bucci. Okay, let's meet the young man with Leah Hextall.
Ethan, congratulations. Utah trading up in order to grab you, and I was just thinking,
Did she do all of that because of a divorce?
I don't know. They don't say why it happened.
Yeah, but they're saying that there's the ex, and then they killed the ex and the family members. Makes you feel like we'll have to do something with that. And it makes you think, no wonder why she's the ex, because she's crazy.
Ups and downs, and you know, going through those experiences when you're young teach you a lot. So you know, I came back stronger and feeling a lot better.
I don't know, maybe she must have been gay, because it said Roberto Dorgano fired on her family and a family friend, and that the incident resulted in the deaths of her ex-wife.
Yeah, but the way they're making it sound like that she's likely upset about the breakup and something, and that they have to kill them.
I don't know, why would she kill her family? I mean,
The play for the Mammoth.
Well, likely because they didn't have her back, or they sided with the ex and not her.
Look, they're difficult. When you have a player like this that can look at his work. that can impact the game. You can't
Yeah,
really
but no
defend
wonder
against
why
him
she
unless
was
you
the
got a
ex,
matchup
cause she's
piece. Let's say on
crazy.
both sides, a big physical mobile defenseman.
Normally this would be a moment where I said bullet dodge,
Speaking of people in Windsor for the last year and a half,
but she made sure that she takes that phrase literally.
That's what I'm curious to
It's not
see.
fair.
Right? It's not fair.
He's honestly one of my favorite players
For
for
sure.
draft class, but I will say that his sister Taylor is a goalie.
She is.
So there you go.
That is true.
Got a little hockey pedigree all the way.
So 4 people were killed and 2 were
Look at
injured.
Utah though. The future is now, right? Like, you look at their young core.
And it says the motive is under investigation, so they don't know the motive yet.
For it, and I feel really good
But based on knowing who was shot and the relation, you can make some theories that they divorced. She was divorced or something, and she's upset, so upset that she wanted to kill.
Under 2 minutes until Capitals, Kings, then Sabres again here in Buffalo. The pick is in.
With the 18th selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the Washington Capitals select from Tappara, Finland, Oliver Suvanto.
Somebody
I heard
tackled
an
her
amazing story about
and
this
took
kid this
her
morning
gun
from his
away.
agent. They went over to Finland to go scout him. He's playing floorball. That's
And
like
then
all
she
they've been
reached into a
doing this
jacket
summer
she was
state
wearing and produced a
against
second
Nico Rantanen.
handgun,
Savanto's
which she
only
put into
15
her
years
mouth
old.
and fatally
He's
shot
going at
herself.
Nico. He's pushing him.
Oh my God,
He's
it
shoving
sounds
him.
like it was
And they're all like, Nico
a
Rantanen
horror
is so big.
show.
Who has the
Well,
audacity to go against him?
definitely.
Who's that competitive?
Yeah, it's
And so I think that
I feel like it's likely to divorce.
this kid is fearless.
I mean, it's like she got divorced, she got so upset that she decides to kill her ex, then kill her family, then many other people, and then last but not least, kill herself.
Sounds like she was mentally ill.
Unfortunately, to say she's mentally ill is a gross understatement.
And the bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I really like this player in C.
Like I said, no wonder why she's the ex, because she's crazy.
Speed, high controlled entry rate, puck carrying. So when you look at him analytically, really jumps off the page. It was well liked by Central Scouting. So Savanto getting that look now with Washington.
At every position.
Yeah.
From
She
the
was
net out multiple times drafting NHL goalies
Oh,
out
she was a
and outplayed.
56-year-old
Same
trans
on D.
woman.
This is a nice pick.
Played to the same
But she was actually a man who became a woman.
Leo.
That is an Oliver. Congratulations on being drafted to the Washington Capitals. And we were just listening to everyone speak about how the comparison is to one Alexander Barkov. And that's got to mean something to you, because is he not your idol?
Yeah, for sure he is. Great player, great leader. Influential. He's very respected player and great role model for me. I think so.
So it must have been incredible when Barkov was coming back from his ACL injury and he was preparing to go to the World Championship and you stepped out on the ice with him. Did he manage to teach you anything about face-offs?
Yeah, for sure. I was glad that he gave me a chance to do some face-offs with him, and obviously he taught me a few things, and I was like
She had a history of
listening
mental
all that
health
obviously gave to me.
issues.
Now,
And
Barkov
she
is
had
one
been
thing, but now we're going
ostracized
to
from
the
the
Capitals. We're
family
still
due
waiting
to a
to see
long
what happens
history
with
of
Alexander
violence and
Ovechkin, but
abuse.
that's a pretty elite company. Are you
I wonder if her transitioning has something to do with it. Like she wants to change and all that, but her family are totally against it, and there's disputes and all that stuff.
Yeah, very excited.
Because that's definitely a common thing in worst cases where they want to transition, but their family is against it. And have family or someone you care about go against you in the big decisions like this just messes up in your mind and stuff.
Mr. McKenna,
The same year, she was living at her father-in-law own house during her gender transition, and she reported to police that her father-in-law had told her there is no way a tranny is going to stay in my house. And that he had threatened to hire an Asian gang to kill her
What the?
if she did not drop the charges against her mother.
So it's pretty much her versus the world.
Good stuff surrounding Gavin McKenna.
I mean, are the families of her and also her ex responsible for parts of it? In some ways, yes. But do they deserve this fate? No.
Moto Factory. Swedish
Seems like racism and all this stuff was the main culprit here.
It's not racism.
I mean, she was against. They were against her being a transgender and stuff, and it caused so much hate inside her that it led to this.
For instance, a quality entry player attacks in the middle of the ice with speed, agile footwork, creative skill, stick handling. So you're thinking of Swedish attack.
They said she had narcissistic personality disorder traits.
With composure, that's the type of player you're getting.
I would say this. When you mentioned the comp to Nikolai Ehlers, the Great Dane, who won the Stanley Cup and who was so impactful for the Canes, that's what I mean about the recency, right? You see the way that he fit in as the year went along, got more and more comfortable playing in Rod Brind'Amour's system, which is tailor-made for
Like
him.
as I said, her life is pretty much alone. Like she spent her life as a lone wolf. It was just her versus the world.
So I like this pick for LA. They needed to get faster, more dynamic.
And pedigree too. His dad played 15 years in Europe, so you know he knows professional hockey, how to train, how to get better, and how to make that jump.
100%. I really like this pick for them. Go ahead, take it
Oh
away.
my God, another
No,
one
and I
that
just think
says
it's an interesting time
she
for the
also
Los
had
Angeles
a
Kings as a franchise, as we were talking about earlier. They used to have such a great
a
prospect
tattoo
pool. They're
which
trying
is
to build
called a
it back up, so
Schutzstaffel,
it'll be a big part of
which
this.
is a Nazi tattoo.
Absolutely. Again, they do need to stock their system. It's a bit bare.
My God. And the whole situation just gets worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, in addition to the tattoo, she posted pro-Nazi content on Twitter, including stating repeatedly that being to the right of Hitler was a compliment, and replying WP, I don't know what that means, to an
World peace.
WP.
That's what I said. WP. Maybe world peace.
To an image of someone giving a Nazi salute.
Wow.
I thought I brought my karaoke microphone from home.
No. We both were getting surprised tonight. Hey, listen, congratulations on getting the Jim Gregory GM of the Year award. You've had a great year. Tell us your thoughts on Jim Gregory's legacy and how you feel about being the recipient of this prestigious award.
Yeah, it's a big honor, Gary. It's enormous honor to stand here in front of everybody today. One, because Jim Gregory was such a loved person in the game of hockey for decades, and just proud to win an award with his name on it. And secondly, this is voted on by my peers, and the other general managers in the league are some of the most respected people in hockey and guys that I really respect and care for and admire. So thank you, gentlemen. And it's been a big night for me and my family and our staff and our whole organization.
Big year. How'd you feel about things in Milan?
Things turned out pretty good in Milan. Gold medals are nice, and it was an amazing.
Oh, this is Bill Guerin?
Yep.
Amazing effort by our team and our coaching staff, and everybody involved. So it was an incredible event, and it's just all great hockey.
Glad we could finally talk to each other. Congratulations. This award is well deserved. All the best, my friend.
Thanks, Gary. Appreciate it.
The pride of Wilbraham, Massachusetts, Billy Gary. Join us now on set. The first overall pick of the 2026 draft, as announced by Justin Bieber. That was pretty cool, Gavin McKenna.
Cool. Yeah, that was a special moment. Obviously, to have my family being there, hug them, and then walk up on that stage and see Biebs, it's pretty cool.
I bet.
You could have stayed in Canadian juniors. You chose to challenge yourself at Penn State. So much spotlight on you, the biggest recruit in college hockey history. What was this season like for you at Penn State?
I'm honestly very grateful. There's a lot of ups and downs, but I think I learned a lot. I wanted to go to college to learn and hopefully make that jump to the NHL a little bit smoother, and I think that's what it did. So I had a good time, and I think I learned a lot.
Well, thanks for playing college hockey. You lived in our sport, plays it never been before. But hold your thought right here. The Buffalo Sabres are on the clock,
Okay.
and the Buffalo Sabres, so we hear the crowd cheer again. Here's the pick of the Buffalo Sabres. Here we go.
Buffalo, once again, please welcome back Thurman Thomas.
All right, here we go, baby. With the 20th overall selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the Buffalo Sabres are proud to select from Miami University, Ilya Morozov.
That's right. It's not Miami, Ohio. It's Miami University. He was the youngest player in college hockey last year. He surprised a lot of people. Big player. Good speed, and so the Buffalo Sabres stocking up their system with another young forward who really surprised a lot of people last year. Playing college hockey in Oxford, Ohio. Gavin McKenna, you played in central Pennsylvania. It's a beautiful part of our country. Gorgeous mountains, very green. What was your favorite part about playing college hockey?
There was a lot of fun times. I love the campus life of how everyone's so close.
Right.
You get to just hang out with your buddies all the time, and obviously a special one was that outdoor game. That was probably one of the coolest games, if not the coolest game I've ever played in. So, didn't win, but it was special. So I love my time in college.
What's your favorite assist you've ever had? Because you're such a high-end playmaker. How do you find those players?
I'd say my favorite is probably when we were playing Kamloops in, I was in Medicine Hat. I kind of did like a bit of a spinnerama pass. I was a huge Patty Kane fan growing up, so kind of looked like his a little bit, so that was pretty cool. Yeah.
That's pretty cool stuff. Hey, listen, well, prior to you coming on the set, my wife lived in Whitehorse for years. Half of her family's up there. She's watching now. My brother-in-law's texting me. I've been there.
Yeah.
Tell the fans that don't know just how close-knit that community is and what it means to you, especially being First Nations as well.
Yeah, I'm so grateful for coming from Whitehorse. The people, they've supported me so much, and they've always rallied behind me. And anytime I get to go home and see the community and talk to the kids and see the smile on their faces and just be around that place. It's such a beautiful place where I get to kind of escape from the world. So I love that place, and it's a place I'll call home forever.
Love that.
How far will it take to get from Whitehorse to Toronto?
I think
Never State College.
Yeah, I think they have direct flights. So
Oh,
yeah.
they do. I'm taking it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So not too bad. Maybe like 5 hours, 4 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just told by producer Mark Strom there's some video of you doing card breaks. What's this all about?
Card break?
Yeah, hockey cards.
Oh yeah.
The hockey card. Oh, okay, yeah.
Wait.
Card trades, maybe.
Yeah.
Trades.
Okay, yeah.
That was pretty cool. You look genuinely excited when you got.
Yeah.
What was that expensive card you got? Someone's rookie card or something?
Yeah, I got to Davidoff.
Yes,
I
nice.
think. And,
There it is.
Yeah, this morning I made
$1,500.
$1,500 bucks. So not a bad morning.
That boy, you're buying the Tim Hortons tomorrow.
I was going to say, put in our order now, because we know we've got the cake.
So what's your plan for the summer now? You're in the NHL. You're on the Maple Leafs. Give us just your the next 2 months. How are you going to prepare for your first NHL season? Where are you going to be? Where are you going to train? How are you going to train?
Right now the plan is to go back to Kelowna and I think skate there with my agent Byron Ritchie, and like me and Ryder Ritchie, he's my good buddy. I think we're probably going to head down to Vancouver and skate with some of those guys like Salazar and Brady Dart and stuff. So do that for a bit. And yeah, it's a huge summer, so I got to make sure I'm putting all that time in the gym and on the ice to be prepared to hopefully make that next jump.
Yeah, you're going to play in my hometown in Toronto. And listen, I got to say something. And you're being a little bashful because your brother's a new general manager. What did it mean to you when they came up to visit you in Whitehorse? What did that mean to you? Because to me, that's top class right there.
Yeah, no, it meant the world. We were so grateful. Once again, if I was a little kid saying that was going to happen, I'd be pumped. So it was special. They gave me a gift when I came up. I took them up into the mountains, and it was a pretty cool experience.
Did he get John checked on an ATV?
I did.
That is time on an ATV?
Probably.
I love this right now. I opened the floodgates. I love this right now. Oh, that's good stuff, man.
So you're here with your family. We saw the emotions that they had when you got drafted. What's your mom and dad like? What were they like as parents?
They were the best. Yeah, they were. They obviously just wanted to see me succeed, and they were gonna do anything they could to make that happen. So, yeah, special moments. I love them. My grandparents, everyone in my family sacrificed so much for me. So, to give them those hugs and experience that, it was one of the best moments of my life. And I wish I could relive it over and over again.
What were your parents' points of emphasis growing up in terms of discipline? Like, what were non-negotiable rules your parents had?
They just really tried to make sure I was a humble kid. They've gone, especially my grandpa, having gone through so much as a kid. For me to, stay grounded and realize that what I got, I'm a very lucky human being, and things could be a lot worse. They really tried to cement that into my brain, and I think they did a good job at that.
Quick question. Text over 100, under 100. How's it going so far on the phone? Is it
What's the number?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Live on ESPN.
I don't got a whole lot of people on anything.
Nice. That's good. Nice.
For now, wait till you get to TO. That's about to change.
Yeah, I only got 63 texts.
Okay. All right. So
That's
okay.
nice.
Yeah, I've never got that. Relish that, because when you get to TO, that might be 660.
Yeah. I think the Instagram's where it's at.
There you go. Of course.
All right.
That's awesome. And again, the final question, heading to Toronto, Wendell Clark, #1 overall, Austin Matthews in this building, right, #1 overall. How are you going to approach playing in Toronto? It's obviously a big spot.
Yeah, it's obviously the biggest hockey market in the world, and going to be under a spotlight, but I think it's something I've had for the last few years, so I think if there's anyone in the draft class who's ready for it, I think it's me, and I'm just excited. They got one of the best fan bases in the league, and if you're doing good there, it's the best spot to be. So I'm confident in myself, and I believe that the fan base will love me. So
I love this.
They already do. They're following you around right here behind you. You got a little posse.
Right off camera over here.
So while you're a great kid, you were raised wonderfully, and the grandparent factor is such a gift as well, right? To have a great grandparent relationship, every kid has it, and that clearly has rubbed off well on you. So thanks so much. Congratulations. Enjoy with your family, and can't wait to watch you on ESPN. Maybe opening night next year. Let's do McKenna versus Schaefer on Long Island.
Now we're going to get everything. That would be electric.
Enjoy the rest.
Congrats, you guys.
There he is, Gavin McKenna, the first overall pick of tonight's draft here in Buffalo.
What number are we up to now?
21.
21.
So we'll see what happens there. Gavin, you're free to go now, my man. Thank you very much.
Enjoy the night.
There's Daniel Coover again.
Man, the Flyers are taking a long time.
San Jose is only a few more selections
I think there is a time limit,
and a week of trades,
right?
And
Well, yeah, but they had like 3 minutes, which was way too long for the timer, and now the timer's finished. It felt like a minute or two passed since the timer went out, and nothing has happened.
Vegas among them. Yeah, now they're back in. Now they're back in.
They're back in it.
Yep. All right. Maybe someone else is back into the first round. Here is the announcement of the trade. Commissioner Gary Beck.
Obviously, we have a trade. The Philadelphia Flyers trade pick number 21 in this year's draft to the San Jose Sharks for picks number 27, 62, and 120, all in this year's draft.
So maybe the Flyers saw some sameness in the next 6 picks. And maybe San Jose identified a guy that they want at this moment. So that means 3 of the top 27.
And now we have to have a long time limit for the Shark. This feels like 5 minutes.
Why not? The future is bright. Just a guess, because as we know, that's the area of
Finally.
need now. They have plenty of forwards in San Jose.
With the 21st selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the San Jose Sharks select from Vancouver of the WHL, Ryan Lynn.
Another Denver Pioneer, David Carl, here tonight. Daxon Rudolph goes to the Sabres. And now Ryan Lynn goes to San Jose. Those are two. If you're getting drafted and you're going to college, like a great university like Denver, and you're going to chill for a year, that's a pretty cool team to get drafted into the league.
Absolutely, and Ryan Lynn is like a Brock Faber,
Yeah.
smooth, agile skater.
Yep.
Mobility allows him to navigate space and support play effectively. Now he can evade pressure and create some space.
He's got
If he was
named
a bit
Lynn.
bigger,
There was
Yep.
a basketball player named Lynn.
And so certainly, depending upon
On
his
the
development,
next
and as we've seen
several
with
years
smaller
back,
players, they can surprise the NHL now. If you have that agility and speed,
everybody
that's
was
not really
all
a reach.
excited about.
So making that trade, you're thinking, hey, I believe in that high-end skill and that movement and the ability to skate in the National Hockey League.
I love Ryan Lynn's game too, and I think he proved everything that he could at the WHL level with Vancouver, and now going to Denver, he's going into a championship pedigree program under Carl. Now his body can grow, it can mature. Less long bus rides that you have playing in the WHL, especially being in Vancouver for obvious reason based on geography. But it's the next pathway, the next step in his developmental curve. And I really like this pick for the San Jose Sharks because they get somebody that's played internationally at every age group for Canada, by the way. And now he's going to be playing college hockey. I like this one.
He's going to be coached very well at Denver. And Denver is loaded. It's the best class they've ever had. David Carl has a wagon who may easily repeat as national champions. Oh, what a night for the Teal here in Buffalo. Pittsburgh Penguins and Kyle Dubas apparently has told Gary Bettman who they are going to draft. And now he'll tell us.
With the 22nd pick in the 2026 NHL Draft, the Pittsburgh Penguins select from Medicine Hat of the WHL, Liam Ruck.
Yes.
Last day hit a home run with Ben Kindle.
Yes, they
Oh,
did.
that's
Is this another
right,
home
Lynn
run? I
Sanity.
love Liam Ruck. I
I
love the Ruck
remember
twins.
This is a developing situation.
This
Jeremy
is an
Lin on
evolving
the net.
twins, evolving
And you
situation.
knew that name.
Try to get them on the same team.
They listen.
A la Sedin.
A la Sedins.
Everybody
These
was so
guys were
excited
electric
about
for Willie
him.
Desjardins up in
Lynn
Medicine Hat this
Sanity.
year. They were so dynamic offensively, so good. Reminiscent of the Sedins. I'm going to even go further back to date myself, reminiscent of the Ferraro brothers as well. Chris and Peter Ferraro played a two-man game. It's literally symbiotic, naturally, based on genetics, but also how they see and read the game.
Did you watch the Liam video,
Yes,
right?
yes.
They said the same thing
Really
at the same
good.
time.
Yes.
It was unbelievable.
So good.
And they're almost like,
Yes.
is someone going to move up to try to get the second one? Because Liam's a passer. He's like a Jake Gensel.
Correct.
He's very shifty. He can, find these pucks from anywhere
Medicine
and just
Hat.
knows where his brother is. Who's the perfect
I've heard
finisher
of-
for
I've
him,
heard of
with
that.
Marcus. And that doesn't always happen. That takes a lot to build up that chemistry. But those two have it in spades.
I love your point, and I wonder, and speaking to people around the league, do they also try to draft their line mate from Medicine Hat as well later in the draft? That's just a conversation because there's instant chemistry, obviously, with the two and then the three. So, Em, I'm curious to see where this goes.
I am too. Marcus is the twin brother, and he projects more, I was told, as a second-round pick. But we'll see what the Penguins do, because obviously these kids are so close. There's chemistry. They say they haven't even spent more than 4 days apart in their life.
Wow.
They're attached at the hip. A bit surprised to see the Penguins go with a forward, considering they picked 3 in the first round last year. Ben Kindle, Bill Zahn, and Will Horkoff. But Kyle Dubas just wants to get the best player available. Maybe it's the best twins available.
All right, so this is such a great story. We have to give you more of it, and here's Leah Hextall.
here alongside Liam and his mom Nina and his dad Derek and his brother Marcus, his identical mirror twin brother. Okay, you're Liam, right? Like, let's just make sure about that. Okay, mom and dad, you can confirm I've got the right twin up here. Well, Liam, congratulations. Marcus is out there, and I have no doubt he's going to get his time on this stage. But right now, it's about you. Pittsburgh Penguins, franchise of Sidney Crosby. Liam, what does it mean?
Yeah, it's truly special. I mean, just seeing all the names that have gone through that organization and the bright future they got, it's definitely special for me to get selected by them, and I can't thank my support staff enough for getting me to this point.
Nina, your boys have, I heard, only spent 4 days apart in their lives, and there's no guarantee they're going to go to the same team here. But how do they make each other better?
Well, they're 10 out of 10 in my mind, obviously, but they're even better together. They're best friends. They look out for one another, and they always compete to make each other better.
And Derek, for yourself, as Liam and Marcus were growing up, I mean, I know one of them shoots right, one of them shoots left, but how did you tell them apart, or did they ever pull anything on you?
No, they never pulled anything on me, but, well, maybe they did. I couldn't tell you for sure. I still tell them apart all the time. They're very similar.
Well, I have a feeling we're going to see both of them in the National Hockey League. Liam, you're the first to get drafted. Congratulations, and I can't wait to try to tell you boys apart in the show.
Thank you. Appreciate this.
Thank you.
Geek Squad
Is
as
he a
well.
caller?
So is this a trade
Yes.
Pittsburgh or somebody else?
Trade. Here we go.
Obviously, we have a trade. The Utah Mammoth trade pick number 23 in this year's draft to the Detroit Red Wings in exchange for Sebastian Kosa. 23 from Utah to the Red Wings for Sebastian Kosa. Detroit, you're on the clock.
Keep the mics open.
Sebastian Kosa was traded from Detroit to
Utah.
And look right into the camera.
Look into the barrel.
You know him, Sebastian?
Oh, he's a goalie prospect.
On the X, Sebastian Kosa obviously is this.
With the 23rd selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the Detroit Red Wings select from Kamloops of the WHL, J.P. Hurlbut.
Yes.
Kamloops.
Another one from Texas, guys. Another Texan. Texas-born, Texas-trained minor hockey player. Back-to-back years with a first-rounder out of Texas. Shout out to my guy Craig Menard, who's here. Both his sons are young
he's from
players.
Texas.
They've come through the system in Texas.
I thought
A lot
he
of
was
former
from
NHL,
Kamloops,
pro,
but that's
and
where he played.
college and junior players living in Texas. The Dallas Stars are doing an outstanding job developing.
The Austin, Texas being a new market.
Oh, Bucci, I love it now. And Houston.
Come on, Emily.
We'll see. I will say this, it's going to be very easy for the Detroit Red Wings to scout and keep tabs on him in the development model. He's committed to go to Michigan next year, has some roots in Michigan, but Michigan, by the way, has been producing a ton of NHL players lately, as solid college hockey. But we love these stories, right, of all of these players now, quote-unquote, untraditional markets. I don't even know if we can say that about
Not
Texas
anymore.
anymore.
No, not
The
anymore.
talent they're producing.
Plano,
Hockey is there in Texas.
Plano.
They've got a huge youth hockey system. My man EJ Raddick on the NHL Network has been talking about it for years. He lived in Texas for a little while. I mentioned my buddy Craig Menard. People that are in the rinks, that are there.
Oh, yeah, well, that was what I was telling you not that long ago about the team moving to Plano, the Dallas
The other great
team.
players that have played there that have retired in and around Texas as well, that are helping youth hockey for girls and boys. So that's great to see.
And I don't always like doing video scouting, but Robert's super fun. Like, you look at Kyle Connor from a data perspective, goal scoring ability, quality shot release. Doesn't need many chances. So you give him a little sniff, he can score on you. Those offensive instincts, finding ways to get himself open in the offensive zone. He kind of doesn't have to chase the puck. It just comes to him. Ability to find and create that space. A really special player. Really fun if you want to watch his highlights.
Oh, can't wait for these Michigan State-Michigan games. Loaded. Here's Leo.
Bucci, I'm here with 3 generations of JP. First of all, the one that's headed to Hockeytown, and his dad, JP II, and his grandfather, JP III. All stands for Jeffrey Paul. But I'm going to start with you, JP, a Texas kid who decided to head up to Kamloops, BC to play in the Western League this year. When you look back on your journey, what stands out to you to get you right here today?
I really just think it's the people. Being from Dallas, just having the support with my family, you know, all my friends, my teammates, my coaches who got me there. So just so excited, and to go back to where both of them are from, it's truly special.
That is true. And Dad, I hear you own a car wash called Soapy Jeff's that JP has to work at in the summer. What kind of worker is Detroit getting?
Well, he doesn't skip a beat. I'll tell you that he's going to bring a lot of intensity and passion to Hockey Town.
And Grandpa, what does it mean to see your son put on that red sweater of an original Six franchise and he's headed to play in Detroit?
Well, I grew up with Gordie Howe, Alex Delvecchio, Terry Sawchuk, when the Red Wings were winning Stanley Cups in the 50s. This is a dream come true.
That it is for your family and for yourself, JP. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
All right, well, remember the Sharks jumped in front of all these teams to get Linsanity. So now what in Vancouver had him on their minds at one point, but instead, this is the pick for the Canucks.
Let's meet a very special young man from Vancouver who will be making the pick for the Canucks.
Hello, my name is Spencer Moore, and I'm 13 years old, and I'm a lifelong Canucks fan. This is Exorcist.
My name is Courtney Moore, and my son is Spencer Moore, and he has a rare disease called spondyloepiphyseal dysplasia congenita, or SEDC for short. It's a rare disease. It's a disease of the bones, and it means that the person who has it is going to be of short stature. Spencer has benefited greatly from the Canucks for Kids Fund. So when Spencer comes out of surgery, often his first stop is to go to the Canucks family room, and it's a fandom like no other. He loves the Canucks. It's his passion. They're his favorite team. It's a great motivator to go to a game right after surgery. I love how much happiness the Canucks bring him.
Spencer, you're awesome. Please make the pick for your Vancouver Canucks.
Hi everyone, my name is Spencer Moore, and as a proud Canucks fan, this is a dream come true. Thank you to the Vancouver Canucks and the Canucks for Kids Fund for this incredible opportunity. With the 24th overall pick in the 2026 NHL Draft, the Vancouver Canucks are proud to select from the Peterborough Pete Adam Novotny.
That kid's going to take my job. He's so good. Well done.
Well done, buddy. Great job.
This is a solid 12-foot par putt right here, Weeksy.
That's solid. I always look at path, development path, and path of choice. Look at a guy like Novotny. We've heard these stories all evening long. Novotny leaving Czech to come and play in the OHL. Impressive stuff.
It is.
And that building, I played in Peterborough since I was a young kid, and then played against him obviously in the OHL. There is nowhere to hide. The rink is almost a square. The corners are almost square. So when you get
old school.
It's old school. So when you get deep into playing in Peterborough, you have to embrace the physicality. You have to embrace the confrontations, Bucci, as you said. And he's done that to complement his skill set. I really think that this is a nice selection here for Van. MC?
And you're seeing a puck carrier. You can really transport the puck. The Canucks lost some of the highest puck on stick possession time. So replacing that, you need to have people that can not only carry the puck, but make it make sense in clean zone entries, creating your own shot attempts. And he actually was 9th in the entire CHL in carries leading to shot attempts. Over 9 per game. So not only can he carry the puck in, he gets the shot off, which can create rebounds, all sorts of other good things happen when you carry the puck.
Nice. The Czechs have some juice, some good young players, maybe a future World Cup player, World Cup of hockey player down the line. What a night in Buffalo.
Who's coming back?
Giroux. Giroux. They said he might come back.
25th selection in the 2026 NHL Draft. The Ottawa Senators select from Leksand, Sweden, Jonas Lagerberg, OM.
This pick was Tampa Bay's, then it went to Seattle, then it went to Florida, now ends up in Ottawa.
Selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, that belongs to the Vegas Golden Knights.
All right, so Vegas is on the clock.
Which was originally Rangers' pick, but we gave it up for Pavel Dorofeyev.
All I've heard about him is that he's a very
you said it was worth it, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, that would translate well to the
What is this,
NHL.
the
They
26th?
got guys
Yep.
who can be snipers, but
Inputted into the system.
Oh, so this was our
we're
pick
not
and
sure who
Vegas
is
took it and
making
now
this
they're
move,
trading
but
it
it's a
again?
26 overall pick
I
again.
don't
Pavel
know.
Dorofeyev in a blockbuster move goes to the New York Rangers, signs a 7-year, $77 million extension, 11 term.
Wow.
That's good, right?
Wow, 7 years, 11 million. So they pretty much replaced Panarin there. So it's like they missed him badly. Did they need to have a Panarin 2.0? A Russian winger worth 7 years, 11 million. That scores a lot.
wouldn't be shocked if it's still Larkin. Wouldn't be shocked if it's Connor Hellebuck.
I
Wouldn't
hope
be
he
shocked
can
if it's a
really
player that
fill
none of us are even
Panarin's
considering
shoes.
right now.
I mean, he's really young and he's looking to be in his prime and stuff.
I believe he trains in Connecticut over the summer, likely with a lot of Rangers players, and they just need guys in that age range. They need guys that can score. He is that guy. He is Pavel.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to sound like Kevin Weeks for a hot second.
Yeah.
He just finds ways to find the net.
Yeah, he does. And I think. Go ahead, Bucci.
All right, let's find out the trade. First, we got to hear the big horn, and then Gary Bettman will announce the trade at pick 26.
We have a trade. The Vegas Golden Knights trade pick number 26 in this year's draft to the Montreal Canadiens in exchange for pick number 28 in this year's draft and Montreal's own third-round pick in the 2027 draft. 26 for 28, Vegas to Montreal, in addition to the 28, the third-round pick in the 2027 draft. As a result, Montreal, you're on the clock.
2-for-1 special, by the way.
You got it.
At the Tiffany
You know
store.
it. Exactly.
Gary Bettman. What about the Habs?
With the 26th selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the Montreal Canadiens select from Novogorod, Gleb Pugachev.
Dan Milstein strikes again.
Selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the Philadelphia Flyers select from London in the OHL, Maxim Sokolovsky.
Perfect pick for the Flyers.
Why?
Big, physical,
6'7".
Two wide at the end.
240.
Wow, he looks really tall, and that other guy maybe is really short.
Yeah, yeah, 6'7".
My
Oh, yeah,
comparable is
6'7".
JJ Lexiak,
Yeah.
which I said a
Yeah.
first round
I like
player
that.
as that,
I
and
like
it makes sense. It's, I mean, 6'7", right? Got the size, got the ferocious nature, engages opponents physically enough.
Nice.
Saves.
Sokolov.
I'm so glad the camera's not on Weeks right now. He's doing the 6'7".
It's a 6'7".
Oh, from Kazakhstan.
Yeah, and the last pick was also from Kazakhstan. So back-to-back players from Kazakhstan.
Tailor-made for their style. They've always liked long. Oh, go ahead and finish them. They've always liked long, rangy defensemen. Going back to Shel Samuelson, we can go back to Hatcher, where Chris Pronger, wherever you want to go. They really covet that. And when you're playing in Philly, D that are long range. You talk about trees, Bucci, and that are physical. That's tailor-made for the Philadelphia Flyers. Take it away.
Yeah, coming from the London Knights too.
Factory.
You're defensively responsible. The Hunters are on you to make not only the best play but win battles, and the Philadelphia Flyers engage in the second most battles in the entire NHL. So you're going to get into battles. You're going to have to win. You're going to have to be strong, and that's what he is.
I thought all along, even listening to all the mock drafts coming into this, that the Flyers would be a perfect fit for him for all the reasons you just mentioned. And I just think it's hand in glove for him and them right now. And
No, I think what I've loved the most about this current regime, Danny Briere, Keith Jones, Rick Tocchet as coach, they have a clear identity. You know who the Flyers are these days. You know the way they want to play. When you're talking about his attributes, like my mind just goes to Rasmus Ristolainen, and we don't know what his future is in Philadelphia. I know they're taking calls on him, but that's the type of player, right? That big, mean, tough, maybe Travis Sanheim.
I'm not sure if that's new though. Like Cross Street Bullies, you know, it's just sort of like a resurrection of the past.
Right, but I think they put a huge emphasis on it. And remember, this team is stacked with wings. They've got so many wingers. They weren't going to draft for need here because they're talking about someone who might be available for them on the NHL roster 3-4 years down the road, but this feels like a perfect Flyer. I keep an eye on them, and we got another pick moving. It sounds like Anaheim is going to come up one spot for this next pick.
Oh, with Vegas?
Another trade?
Doesn't want this first round pick. They're not used to first round picks. They're going to allergic to it. They don't know what to do with it.
It's like hot potato, right?
Are you tired?
the best part, you know, somebody who I
This draft would have been over if it wasn't for this trade. It feels like since pick 20, every single draft pick has been traded. It feels like a draft pick has been called every 10 minutes.
For whatever reason, move up one spot.
Like, this is why we add extra time for this.
I just don't know if it's going to be enough extra
So their
time.
group is doing some good things. That group's doing some nice
But
things.
at
I gotta
least
give them love in
it's
Orange
good
County.
that it was on a Friday night, right?
They're doing some nice things out there.
Imagine if it would have been one day this week and you had work the next day.
There's tracking at that level. Oh, here it comes. Choo-choo. Love trade. Join in.
A lot of trades tonight.
Too much.
Trade pick number 28 in this year's draft to the Anaheim Ducks in exchange for picks 29 and 117 in this year's draft. Vegas sends 28 to Anaheim for 29 and 117. Anaheim, you're on the
Yeah,
clock.
there must be somebody really good that they need to get right away.
Well, that's what they said.
With the 28th selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the Anaheim Ducks select from Djurgården in Sweden, Marcus Nordmark.
Another Swede. That's a new record. That's 7 in the first round tonight.
Really impressive. A lot of it is cultural, but a lot of it also goes back to their development model and just the way in which they teach the game, the way in which they coach the game in a lot of ways too, which have kind of come under internally some discussion, as you know, in the most recent years, but they're all the way back in Sweden. This is a banner year for them.
It's a great year.
Yeah, take it away.
And he was the best available on my list. So,
there you go.
like an Adrian Kempe, dynamic offensive, dangerous in the offensive zone, both passing and shooting, and a quality entry player. So really can drive that offensive, high quality, high chances in transition and on the rush, playing with speed, Emily.
Absolutely, and I'm curious by the Swede infusion in the NHL right now. Obviously, we've seen so many Swedes thrive in the NHL, but at the national team level, it feels like there's some dysfunction in their program. We haven't seen, especially the men's senior team, thrive in these tournaments, but the junior team has done well, and you're obviously seeing the development model and the coaching that they're getting back there paying off, and NHL teams are paying attention for sure.
So for the third time tonight, we say Vegas is on the clock.
Well, Vegas got to pick this time.
Pick a player. All right, let's see who Vegas. It's Vegas, Calgary,
Finally.
Ottawa left. Here's the first of the final 4.
With the 29th selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the Vegas Golden Knights select from Tampere, Finland, Juho Piiparainen.
Good name.
Piiparainen.
We got our second
Finland. Juho.
Nice blue suit. Looks sharp. The hug with the family. So we mentioned the Swedes, most in the first round of any country outside North America. They've had 7, and now there's the second Finn. Vegas Golden Knights.
Well, I say this every time about the Finns. I mentioned it earlier. You know, they're very edgy, competitive. They play hard. They're not afraid to play. And to their credit, they can play the game any style, any way you want it. You want a physical, no problem. You want a skill game, you want a hard checking game, they can do that too. So I love the composure of this young man. You can see that as he's dapping up some of his fellow draft mates. But watch this tape. Doesn't take any prisoners. Very physical. I mentioned that, and you're seeing that here on the tape. And that fits with the identity of the Vegas Golden Knights. To me, they kind of ran out of gas in the postseason, certainly in the Stanley Cup final, because they're a very physical group. You could see guys were out of gas. But taking full advantage of having a first-round pick here, they acquire that. MC, I think this is a good one for them,
and it's
too.
a long playoff round.
That's
so
right.
You're going and you're fighting for over and over and over, and you run into the Carolina Hurricanes that were routinized, a great team. But this draft pick really brings that vision, strong defensive instincts, creates takeaways with a stick position and reach, and also closes down opponents using that skating and takeaway time and space. So defensive minding, but it can also make good passes. So has great vision on.
I think that the Golden Knights fan base is going to track this kid. They're going to watch his development, but they shouldn't get married to him because we know what the Golden Knights do again and again. And the irony is, one of their only homegrown players in the Stanley Cup final was Pavel Garcia, the third-round draft pick of them. They just got him. They just traded him away.
To the New York Rangers.
To make the Calgary Flames selection, please welcome back Lanny McDonald.
Hey, I just want to say Buffalo has been the most unbelievable host. I want to say congratulations to all of you. To our friends back in Calgary, they are having one heck of a party. If you just check it out at the Scotiabank Saddledome, it's the Sportsnet Draft Party. And how about the talent that is here in this room and has already been displayed on the screen? Congratulations to all players in the 2026 draft. And with the 30th overall selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the Calgary Flames are proud to select from Youngstown in the USHL, Jack Hextall.
Oh, the home of Ray Boom Boom Mancini, Youngstown, Ohio. So another Michigan State Spartans, Reed, Klipoff, Belchet, and now Hextall will join that great staff at Michigan State. Adam Nightingale, Mike Towns, and Jared DeMichael, as Calgary adds another prospect to their pool.
They do, and what Craig Conroy has consistently done is improve this pool. Like they, 1 year ago, were not the best prospect pool in the league. Now, significant improvements we see.
One thing I know from Calix, and you know it's partial, with family being there and spending time there in the off-season, we do. I had a great lunch last year with Dustin Wolf, their young goalie. And what the Calgary Flames have done is they've done a good job of identifying, keep in mind, Craig Conroy's American now. And he's done a good job of identifying players that play college hockey as well. Now, obviously, he played in the USHL. He's going to go play at Michigan State, as you mentioned. But you can find some value, and Craig Conroy, because he played college hockey, has familiarity with that process, what it looks like, the new world. They've done a nice job drafting, you're right, the development.
And how to scout at that level.
And how to scout at that level. What are you seeing?
Right.
Can you process what you see? Can you
And how you
interpret?
project that.
Exactly.
5 years, 10 years. Hextall is that natural center too, really smart hockey IQ, excels in regaining puck possession. So getting that puck back is super important in the NHL. It's not what a lot of people look to do, but he's very good, quick to lose pucks with that anticipation and high involvement. So that type of center is not easy to find.
Right.
And to have a natural tendency to do that is like something you want to snap up, especially with
While
going
you're
against
watching
a
the
player.
end of this, why don't you put your pajamas on already?
It's true. It's true.
USHL is an outstanding league. I was blown away.
And are they growing?
Exactly. Now they are growing. That's right. Expansion again. Good call by UNC. Bucci, take it away. Get off your phone and get involved with the people.
The king of cars is what I'm Googling. This king of cars. Welcome back to Buffalo. We've been in Buffalo before for the NHL Draft. 1991, Eric Lindros. There's Vinny Vincenzo. 10 years ago, Austin
They've already shown him
taken
earlier.
by the Leafs, and 10 years later, the Leafs again. This time, Justin Bieber and Gavin McKenna.
The jump scare going from Lou Lamoriello to Justin Bieber.
Yeah, that's quite the swing.
Yeah.
Well, looks like Carolina is not going to make their pick
Lamoriello
at
for
31. They're going to
Justin
trade their
Bieber.
pick to
What?
Nashville.
They're trading again.
Who?
Hurricane.
See something he likes.
Yeah, not all too surprising.
Hey Ottawa, you want to trade your pick as
Over
well?
the last 5 years, they've obviously been very creative in the way they acquire players. They've done a good job with developing. They've got a lot of homegrown players.
I mean, I know that the Hurricanes won the cup, so the draft picks don't mean anything now, but still.
Let's see the price paid by Nashville to move up.
I believe this is the 9th trade tonight.
9th? Doesn't feel like 9. Feels it feels like 15 or 16.
In exchange for picks 42 and 57 in this year's draft. Carolina sends 31 to Nashville for 42 and 57. Nashville, you're on the clock.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Get on with it! With the 31st overall selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the Nashville Predators select from Moncton of the Quebec Maritime Junior Hockey League, Thomas Blyle.
There it is. There's your boy, Weeksy. Yeah. What a season it was for him.
$1 million Blyle.
Yeah. Attaboy. What a Blyle a minute, the way he skates. He can fly. He's got great boots, Bucci. And for a lot of you fans at home, little hockey vernacular, as in Vinny's got good feet. Excellent skater. I think this is a really, really nice pick here. Value in this pick. High hockey IQ.
Five for Michigan State now.
Yeah,
5.
incredible.
Proud.
Big fan.
And so going into this draft, McFarland said he valued skating and speed.
Yes.
And so Blyle, skating is the focal point of his game. He uses it in all areas. Like Elaine Hudson, it's like check, check. Pretty hard to pass that up. I had him a lot higher too. I had him at 22. So you're looking at 10 picks that I would have been sitting there going, why is no one picking him?
I think with Nashville, when you look at them, their prospects come from everywhere. They draft from all different areas of the world. They're actually one of the deeper pools in the league, especially at center. The one thing they are missing, though, is that super high-end star. Maybe it's Brady Martin. He's probably their top prospect right now. I don't know, guys. Do you feel like Blyle could be that guy?
Well, what I like about
Fairfield, Connecticut in the house.
That's right. And what I like about Blyle is he's one of these American-born kids that, again, went up to play junior hockey and is going and playing in Moncton, like our boy Keith Yandel did years ago, by the way. Of course.
Yeah.
Like we saw from Connor Garland, another Boston area Situate, Mass to go up. So for Blyle, I think for the Preds, they've had a lot of success over the years being a defensive farm.
Yeah.
A machine in terms of D, different types of D. Shea Weber, Yannick Weber.
I remember Keith Yandel was an Iron
I think
Man.
Michigan State's over the cap now.
But you know what? They're over the cap, but they're not out of cream.
No, they're not. Big Ten
The bags are still there.
So what number,
let's hit
this
the
is,
couch.
what number is this? 22?
All right.
No.
I mean 31?
It doesn't matter where you
Well,
go
it
in
was.
the first round because
Now it's going to be 32.
selection to the Nashville Predators. You're going to join Wyatt Cullen there. What does it mean?
It's everything. I mean, you know, I thank my family so much. I thank my teammates, my coaches. You know, it's such an honor to be picked to such an amazing organization.
5'11", but
Kevin
maybe
Beach,
he'll
we're
still
talking about your
grow.
skating. I know you started when you were just 2 years of age,
Schenectady,
and you said
New
that you
York.
have spent thousands of hours on the rink learning lessons. What's the biggest lesson?
It's really about, you know, facing adversity and keeping going when you're struggling. You know, I was always undersized.
Is that somebody
growing
in
up,
a
so,
Ranger uniform
I was facing a lot
behind
of
him?
adversity, so
I think a Kitchener Ranger.
You know, when adversity comes,
It's
it's
what?
something new
A
to me,
Kitchener
so,
Ranger.
that's the biggest lesson, never
Oh,
give up.
Kitchener Ranger.
Tom, I'm just wondering, are you a country music fan? Now that you're
Yes.
one? All
That's,
right, that's good to know, Tommy. Congratulations on being selected to the
OHL.
Nashville Predators.
Thank you very much.
Sports Center is next after the draft. Linda Cohn, we're almost done. Here's the final pick.
The 32nd selection.
Yay.
in
I
the
thought they were gonna trade the
2026
pick.
NHL Draft, the Ottawa Senators select from London in the OHL, Jackson Cover.
Unbelievable story here.
Tell it to me.
We are.
Oh, it's a black guy. I think it's the first one.
And his family.
I think it's the first black guy
I
that
believe
we've seen
so.
in this round.
Started playing roller hockey. Only been playing hockey.
Well, not just this round, but he's the only one to be picked in this round.
5 years of
The only what?
The only one to be picked in this round.
That's what I meant.
It's an amazing story. I've gotten so many
That's
texts
what I
and info on
said,
this.
right?
No, you said the first.
Oh.
You can see his family. I heard their family's A+, and everybody
Oh,
I've
the
spoken
first
to,
and only.
he is a
Yeah.
young man is A+, and everyone I've spoken to. And this is an incredible moment, watershed moment. There it is.
Wow, what a
There
great
you see it.
picture. Great job, producer Mark Schumann.
Great job by Shu and our team, our men and women in the control room. Look at that. Awesome stuff for a fellow Caribbean kid. I just think this is amazing.
Born,
Yeah, go ahead, take it away.
yeah, no, born in Florida, moved down to the Cayman Islands at a young age, and we've talked about all these Michigan State commits. Penn State starts the draft with a number one pick. Jackson Cover is committed to be a Nittany Lion next season. I'm going to disclose, I'm an alumna, and the fact that we are now producing NHL level talent, there's also a few laws that might go in the second round here. It's pretty incredible rise for the program, but a rise for the Big Ten in college hockey as well. But can't wait to see what he does at Pagula Ice Arena next season.
Yes. All right, the final words from Gary Bettman. Here they are.
This concludes the first round of the draft. The 2026 NHL Draft will resume tomorrow with the second round and beyond, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you, and have a good evening.
Okay, we got 60 seconds, and then we have a commercial break, and then Sports Center with Linda Cohn. Give me your headlines tonight.